What's up, honey love? What's up, girl? What's up, love, honey love? I see you. What you doing, Red Sonia? What's up, Sonia? Fat Mama Sonia. What's up, Fat Mama Sonia? What's up, Fat Mama Sonia? What's up, Mayday? Lord Mayday. What's up, boy? What's up, Lord Mayday? What's up, my boy Doc? What you say, Doc? What you say, Doc? What you say, Doc? It's my big boy, Doc. What you say? All right. Welcome back to another week, another episode of Game Dog Talk. The show was postponed yesterday for today, so glad y'all can make it, everybody. We have a special announcement before I get to the panel. Special announcement: Game Dog Talk Patreon is up and running, so you guys can go sign up. The link to that will be in the description. Matter of fact, I'll put it in the chat. I'll put the link to that in the chat, but you also see it going across the bottom of the screen. Game Dog Talk. It's patreon.com/Game Dog Talk. All right. So I'll put the link to that, and I'll be advertising it all week. Make sure y'all have a chance to go check it out on Patreon, okay? All right, let me stop sharing this. There we go. And we got the legendary panel in the building. What's going on with it, schoolboy, Mr. Richard Garcia? How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. Welcome everybody in the chat. Welcome the panel, and hope you're doing good. 7-8.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Back at you.
And we have the legendary Rosterman Boone in the building. How you doing today, sir?
Yes, I them call him 78 Sports to the maximum. Feeling good, my brother. Schoolboy action. Only in America. By the way of Bacchus Free Styling.
Yes, sir. And we have the legendary Only the American Kennels Bakary in the building. How you doing today, sir?
Oh man, I'm doing wonderful. Much love to our awesome panel and our awesome ass chat room, brothers and sisters. Want to say love to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. And we waiting on Ram. Welcome down Ram to come through. Let me scroll up, see what we got in the building thus far. I don't know why my StreamYard is acting up. It's saying we ain't got nobody in the building, but the chat is full. So I don't know what they're doing.
Right. Yeah, I don't see nobody in the building.
They just messing up. We got Michael Forgood in the building. Salute. Stuff Made Kennel. Salute. Hugo. We have Miami Snoopy 305 in the building. Salute, bro. Dirt Road Kennels.
All right.
Dirt Road. We got Southside Kennels.
Southside.
Dreadlock is in the building.
Dreadlocks.
Wicked Kennels.
Wicked Styling.
Kingdom Kennels.
Kingdom Kennels.
Bulldog Bill.
Bulldog Bill to the maximum.
We got Fat Farm Ray in the building.
Fat Farm Ray.
City Boy Kennels. Grind Mode Kennels.
Grind Mode.
Let me see here. Caliengo Kennels. I think that's how you say your name, family. 830 Kennels.
830.
Successful Convict. Salute to you.
Successful. I ain't gonna say convicts, but successful.
Right.
Yeah, he does a lot of good work, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Nixon. Salute. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all joining us today. What's up, Bert? See you in the building, homie. Salute to everybody that's up in here. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button. I don't know why my stream. What's up, Going Hard Kennels? I see y'all in the building.
Going hard in the building.
Twin.
Yeah, let me go to my YouTube and see something because I don't know why my StreamYard is saying there's 0 people in here. It's not registering the people that's in here for some reason. Okay. YouTube is showing the people, but the StreamYard not. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just late today. But all right. We got some good questions here for y'all today. Let me pull up this here. First question we got for you today. Let me get that out the way here. All right. First question. This question is specifically for you, Brother Bot. Can you hear me, Brother Bot?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this question is specifically for you. It says, Bach, Fat Bill was quoted saying he believed your champion Tyrone dog would have been stopped versus his grand champion Bulldog. Do you believe he would have stopped Tyrone?
Wow. 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 One thing about hypotheticals, that's all it is. It ain't no proof or no facts to nothing because we couldn't. If they were the same weight and I was able to do it and he had asked me, I would have jumped at the opportunity if that's what he felt. First of all, I ain't had nothing stopping Tyrone. Let's get that out. That's comical as fuck to me. And I would have bet the house with Tyrone against grand champion Bo, any other dog. Okay, so like I said, and the hypothetical was like people want to say with LeBron versus Jordan and this, all that, all those hypotheticals. And we can't really tell because it's not, they wasn't at the, I don't know if they was even at the same weight, but if they were, I would have jumped at the opportunity to make that happen. And I believe I would have been successful. I didn't heard Bill say that he thought that Bo was a better dog. And again, I respect everybody's opinion. Everybody has one. It wouldn't even be nobody in dogs if people felt they shit wouldn't beat the other. Wouldn't nobody match no dog. Wouldn't have matched them. You understand? So I respect Bill's opinion, but I damn sure would have backed my shit with the house that I would have stopped Bo. Yeah, that's my answer to that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. All right, let's go to another question here.
I'm taking Tyrone in that one.
Well, wait a minute, Kevin.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Are you asking the panel?
Well, that question was specifically for Bach, but you can answer. What's your thoughts on it, Brother Boone?
Well, first of all, Schoolboy, let Schoolboy get his thoughts out, and then I'll come on in.
Okay, mine, since I didn't see every one of them, I know Tyrone's reputation. My answer is this, we can say what we want 30 years later. Back in the day, everybody knows it's anybody who was active at whatever level. All you had to do was call the weight or call the dude up or put it together or at least try. So we can all say whatever we want years later, but and I would guess in other parts of the world, they do the same thing. You can talk shit or you can say this or that or whatever. What weight you got? Put a forfeit up. It would have been the easiest way to settle it.
Right.
And I've never known Bach to duck anyone.
Nobody.
Someone who traveled, 3,000 miles one way, they ain't scared of shit,
At all.
That would have been the easiest thing. Call the weight. Hook it up. That's why I don't do that. I don't say, well, I would have beat this guy or this, that dog.
Me neither.
Whatever.
Me neither.
If I had the weight back in the day, I'd just put it out there. Somebody will pick it up. Right. That's all I got to say. Go ahead, Mr. Boone.
All right. Well, my opinion on that situation. We've seen Tyrone, to me, to understand a bulldog being everything that you want in a bulldog is see him win victorious.
There you go.
I said to see a dog, any dog, any dog win, and he's not in his best form. He's not in the best shape, or he might be sick, or he might be down, or whatever the case is. To me, that's a bulldog. To see one win in prime time state, prime time action. Oh man, that's a good feeling to see him execute the plan and achieve the way he's doing it. You see what I'm saying? But if you never seen him on the downside, the question mark is still there. Will he quit?
That's right.
Now, there are going to be some people agree with me, and there are going to be some people disagree. But I'm going to tell you one thing that I do know. When you got one and he go in there and get it done and he down, most time when he up, he going to finish. But he finished when he down. See, that's the mark of a bulldog right there. That's what bulldogs do. Feeling good, bad, ugly, they take your ass out. They figure out a way to get you out of there. Now, what I just said could be bullshit to a lot of people. But what I seen Tyrone do in his down moment, and the whole time, I felt like he was going to win anyway because I'm trying to picture a style that's going to stop him. You know, that's what I'm doing in my head. I'm thinking, what kind of dog can they have to keep him?
Excuse me, Bone. For some people that might not know, so they know what you're talking about when he was down. I think you might have to talk about when he had Cox City is 2 pounds underweight, went into legendary John Walston, a dog off of Harry Hargrove, and still killed it in under an hour. I think you might have to tell that so they know he was sick. What you're saying, if you seen him fucked up, you know, right.
I seen him in that state, and he still took the motherfucker out.
Right.
So to me, that's what bulldogging is all about. Is being able to do what you do if you up or down. A lot of them will be down and they'll give a good effort and they don't make it, but you know he was down. And you'll say, damn, he was a good dog. He just wasn't there. But he gave a good effort and finished. I'm talking about just straight took him out. So to me, I said from the beginning, and then you straighten my quote out. I said a 50% Tyrone is better than 100% anything. Ain't that what I said, Bob?
That's what you told me.
I said, now bring your ass on. Let's get this money. Because you didn't want to do it.
No, I paid the forfeit. Bill had already fed him 2 cans of chicken noodle soup when you grabbed him out of his hand. So he would have he running hot and everything. He didn't just ate 2 cans of chicken noodle soup right and then put right in the box.
Okay, right. And then I told you, I said, you bring your ass, stay right here beside me.
That's right. That's right.
I said, don't you say nothing to him. I said, when I see him where I know he like to be, you go get him and you can put him in there.
Right.
And damn it, what he do?
Just exactly what you said.
We all walked away laughing and chilling and tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
right.
It was like, damn, man, couldn't nobody believe it. Because everybody was standing there seeing all this going on. And the average person going for championship would have said, no, my dog ain't right. And he's down. I know he is. But you had the heart to let me take the lead. And I appreciate that. So now,
you're welcome.
No matter what nobody else,
sure was a good.
No matter what nobody else thinks of that situation, because all the people that's talking about it or that said something about it, that they was there. Everybody's saying the same thing me and you talking about. You know, so it ain't like, well, it was just me and you seeing this. Hell, it was a whole lot of people seeing this, and everybody was like stunned because, you know, they was all talking. Oh man, Tyrone ain't right, man. This, that. They going back and forth, this, that. I'm hearing shit, and I'm like, man, let me go over here. Yo, Bob, what's up? Man, fuck that shit, man. You got a fucking ace, man. 50% better than 100% of these motherfuckers.
Right.
Straight up. That's what I said. And it wasn't no disrespect to nobody. I don't want nobody to take that wrong.
Right.
There wasn't no disrespect. I seen the dog go before he was sick. And his style to me, I said, shit, you can't let him get on you. That's the kind of dog he was. You let that motherfucker get to working on your ass, you fucked up.
Hey, check this out, schoolboy. You should know this. Now, you see when I flew from Virginia to Cali to go in the Dog Man of the Year, Local Boy Tito with his dog, Captain, right? Okay. Well, you know, he went into Boone that night. Me and Boone went that night. All right. And he said he went back home and put Captain to sleep. He was a champ because he said the deal was I get Captain with Tyrone next. He said after he seen Tyrone, he put his champion to sleep so that he wouldn't still have him alive for me to be able to say he ducked me.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There you go.
All I'm saying is everybody was there that seen that shit. I thought it was one of the greatest moments of Tyrone history because most people wouldn't have did it. They'd have said, no, paid the forfeit, that's it. I said, hell no, hell no. We gonna get this goddamn money, man. Fuck that. I said 50% is better than 100. They ain't got nothing gonna do what this motherfucker gonna do.
Right. Right, bro.
It's just like watching good boxers, you know, and you don't watch them long enough to say, I done seen dogs try to counter this way, counter that way, and he still changed their whole mindset. So that let you know it's pretty much gonna have to be an assassin like him.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing to equalize the shit. They got to be both getting it. I mean, and when I say getting it, because I done been in that experience. God damn it. I didn't know how I was going to. When we went into with the boot camp boys, man, good God almighty, boy, you talking about some biting. Oh, Lord. Man, them two dogs was biting one another. I mean, they was eating one another up. And I was like, damn. But when my boy went back there in that back end and stood up with it, I said, we got it. Because we had more power. He was biting us, and we was in his back end. He was laying down. My boy went in his back end and stood up with him and was shaking him. I said, shit, we got him. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Tyrone was a ace, I feel like. You know, now.
Different class of dog.
Yeah. What I call an ace might not be an ace to nobody else. Right. But I tell you this here right now. If we were still busy and Tyrone was still alive, God damn it,
to the world.
I'm talking about all the motherfuckers that think they know. Everybody. Right. Let's go get it, Bob.
That's right.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Welcome down, Ram. Big Steppin'. I see you in the building, homie.
Big Steppin' in the building.
Oh, man. Steppin'.
Hey. Well, first and foremost, we wanna hope that Brother Ram's mother is getting better.
Oh, yeah,
Ram
sir.
You know?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. You're looking out to everybody who checked in, man. I appreciate that.
Yes,
That's right, brother.
Yeah. Bless up. But anyway, yeah, man. So those days were some good days, and you found out. And see, to me, that that makes a bulldog. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't always hit it. Sometimes you miss. But what makes the bulldog is the dog himself going to get it done.
Yeah.
Right.
Dog makes up for it.
Yeah. And so I seen him do that. You know, so I ain't talking about what somebody told me or somebody. As a matter of fact, I was the one that took him out of Bark's hand. I grabbed him and said, yo, man, fuck that shit, man. Come on here.
Right.
Hey, I damn near thought the dog was mine. Hey, Buck talking about, oh man, we done pay the fuck, man. Are you fucking crazy? Man, we gonna get this money this easy. What the fuck you talking about? This gonna be a workout, man. This gonna be a workout. And that's exactly what it was, a fucking workout. So
that was a nice 8-car show too. Hell of an 8-car show.
Yeah. It was lovely, man. But yeah, that was lovely. But anyway, yeah, man. I'm through.
What's up, Brown Sugar? Salute to Brown Sugar Tay Tay. She
hey, much love to the goddamn queen in the building.
Yeah, she came over here and said, "Hey, the roster man, Tay Tay, when you come in this building, you make sure you speak to me first, goddamn me." I'm talking about.
Hey, now, hey, listen, hey, world, I want you to understand how easy it is for brothers to get off track. See, women like flavor. You know, Rasta man been having flavor. He's a young boy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I've been scolding. Hey, look at when I was a young boy, I had grown women. Hey, I'm not lying. 14 years old, man. Hey, I was like, damn, boy, what is it? It got to be magic.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
Y'all go ahead, man. I'm just tripping.
Let me go ahead and let me get to this question here. In the past, how important were having all your cutters and hangers intact for the hunt? Can one still compete in the big leagues without one or two or none? Let me start with you, Mr. Garcia.
Yeah, it's important. You know, the ideal situation is to have all of your. Is that the reality? No. A lot. Excuse me. A lot of times, you missing one, you missing two, you missing all, and sometimes dogs that have small teeth or missing teeth or whatever, they can still bite. They can still crush you. Some of them cut you. Some of them have broken teeth. I've seen it over and over. Broken teeth, and they still cut like crazy. So I think it's the dog itself, how they utilize that. I've seen dogs with, one side, the hanger and the cutter's broken, so they bite on the other. They use the other side. They smart,
Mm-hmm.
But important, yeah. That's like I said, that's the ideal situation, but it's not always the case. I've used dogs with 3 teeth, broken teeth, missing teeth, and I've seen plenty of them do the same. They can still win. Can it be a detriment? Yeah. I guess the biggest example I can give is Tito's Champion Ninja. Tito and the local boys just talked about. He looked like a warrior, man. He was a 4-time winner. One of his wins was over champion Mr. Rogers, from Cherokee Chief Dirty Mary. And Tito showed me pictures afterwards. Mr. Rogers has ate part of his inside of his armpit out. So he needed reconstructive surgery. So that part was like a dip in his armpit, missing that flesh. And then when he went into Petey, Vince's Petey flipped him over and his mouth opened. And I looked in his mouth and I said, Tito, man, you lost all your teeth. He goes, no, Richard, came in like that. One tooth was completely out. There was a hole. The other side was broken. Another bottom one was flat, even with the rest of the teeth. And the other side was chipped, He had like one little nub. That was it. He couldn't even hold on. He'd shake like that and shake himself out of hole. And he did that for 2 hours and 20 minutes. He lost game, but, that it can be a detriment, and oftentimes it is. But as far as people doing their dogs with missing teeth, broken teeth, no teeth, it used to happen all the time.
Yes, sir. Welcome down, man. Big stepping, man. How important was it for dogs back in the day who competed to have their cutters and hangers, and could they compete without it?
Shit, like the OG just said, man, this shit was important, you know, especially if you got a dog that like to hit the soft spots. Hold on, I'm still wrenching. That like to hit like the, you know, the soft muscle in the shoulders, the stifles, the gut, you know. You gonna need the motherfuckers. But if you a dog who just devastating and you bite with your back mouth and you biting like the legs and shit, then you don't the cutters really don't come into play. You know, it just depends. Now I have had dogs that I brought out with fucked up teeth and they did way more damage with them sharp ass jagged teeth than they did when they had, you know, they full mouth in just cause they shit was so sharp
Hey,
just from biting. Yeah.
Ram, my bad. I'm sorry. Just I forgot to ask this question to Mr. Garcia. I'm asking you, just to explain to the novice, what's the difference between cutters and hangers?
Hangers or holders are the top teeth, the top canine's fangs, and the term comes from, you know, that's what they hang on with, and or that's what they hold with, and then cutters are the bottom ones. That's what they cut with. So sometimes people will refer to them, all of them, as cutters. They're not. They're not cut. The cutters are the bottom ones. The hangers or the holders are the top ones.
Okay. Go ahead, Ram.
Shit, that's a perfect breakdown, you know.
Yep.
The cutters get all the leverage because they attach to the shit that move the most, you know.
Yeah.
The hangers are there and just put in place. The upper jaw don't move that got that much dexterity. But I was saying I brought shit in with fucked up teeth and did you way dirty. Looked like he was in there fighting Freddy Krueger, you know, in the fucking fisticuffs, old school. Just slash you all up, motherfuckers. Quit from pain, you know. So it all depends. But hell yeah, if you in a perfect setting, you want them, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Brother Bach. What's your thoughts on it? How important were the
Nope,
cutters and
nothing
hangers?
else to say, brother. They both
All
clear.
right,
There's nothing else
cooked
I can
it
say.
up.
Great job.
Cooked
Both of
it
them.
up. Brother Boone, you got anything to add before we move on?
You know, many of dogs have done it without all four, the cutters and the holders. And I'm talking about break them down too. You know, it ain't just, you know, and so that's about all I can add to it. Is you know, they can do it with them or without them. Those
Well,
are
if
the
you can
ones.
remember, just excuse me. Well, Boone can tell you again, and we said it before. How many hangers did Bronson have? Grand Champion Bronson, you had. How many he had?
He had one on the left and one on the bottom on the right.
And he was putting shit to sleep.
Yes, indeed. Hey, man, I want to give a big shout out to Vernon Starr. Vernon Starr is the first Patreon ever for Game Dog Talk.
Okay. There we go.
Salute.
The
Thank you,
brother's
brother.
burning.
Salute to Vernon Starr, man. That's a good look. Hell yeah. Shit.
Respect you,
We're
Vernon.
gonna have to give him a star trophy on our first, you know, the next term around, you know, the first day, our anniversary opening. We give that brother a star trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We'll give Vernon Starr a star. How about
That's right.
Well, now we got to start putting content on that motherfucker.
Yeah. We're gonna start up. The content gonna be coming this week, y'all. Don't worry about it. We're gonna have some content up there, and then y'all gonna like it too. It's gonna be like this. We ain't talking about no illegal shit, none of that. But it's gonna be more interactive with y'all.
Yeah.
Right. So let me go to this next question here. I hear the panel speak on Bolio a lot, and his producing record, which history has shown. But is he ROM status because of how many times he was bred? With a question mark. Also, having the opportunity to listen to some of the old time Texas dogmen, Clayton Bennett and others thought he was an average pit dog. Being he came out of Texas, was waiting on the panel's opinion, and you brothers keep up the good work. So he wants to know, do you feel that Bolio was bred was only Ron because he was bred so much? Was he an average pit dog? Let me start back with you, Mr. Garcia.
He would, it's kind of like Tonka, you know. Uh, some of his offspring, their matches weren't reported, so he would actually be higher on the ROM list, or at least have more points if they was all reported. I don't know how many he had, but I know there was several of his offspring were maybe one or two of their matches, but not all three. And for that, the Sporting Dog Journal, he had a criteria that you had to go through. You had to report all the matches, and then you had to submit your dog be approved by the Sporting Dog Journal to become champion. So it wasn't like, okay, they're all reported, he's going to do it. You had to put the work in too. Now, after that, as soon as they made grand champion, he would just do that on his own. But some of the reasons he get that negative talking about him is because his style. In Texas, a lot of bully stun dogs, Eli Junior dogs, rough dogs. They like that powerhouse type, that intense, hard bite, and this and that. And Bolio wasn't that way, right? He didn't, those dogs ain't bone breakers just off the get like that. But what they are is they're a counter to that style. That's why a lot of them beat them. And two examples would be Champion Princess and what was her brother's name? I forgot. It's her brother. They fought on the same card in Texas. Both of them won. I think one or the other got best in show. Bolio went against what was reportedly a two-time winner killer, and he beat him in almost 2 hours. So they can win fast. A lot of them, their wins were over distance because they fight the head, they fight the muzzle, the mouth, like Red Danger, he was a bottom jaw expert. And he won twice, both best in shows. The second one went 1:40. I'm sure the first one went over an hour. So that's why they get kind of that negative thing. It ain't the style that those people in that area like, right? So they say average, okay. But with all the dog he beat and the dogs he produced, you can't deny his potency. You can't deny their style. That's why I was say if you like just technical fighting and intensity and gameness and wild screaming demons, scratching hard, you'll like Bolio dogs, man. They'll just wear you down. And if they win fast, it's because they get on the tip of your nose or they get on your muzzle, take your bottom jaw out, sling you around. They're fast, man. Can't hardly get a hold of them, So that's where that stuff comes from. It's it's like anything else. You like what you like. They didn't really like that style, so it wasn't, Bolio wasn't for them. But his father was a 4-time winner also, and he's that Zeke Black Widow. And taking away the Bolio part of it, if you talk to back in the day, if you knew people from California to Arizona to Texas to Oklahoma, they love that Zeke Black Widow stuff. Whether it's Bolio, whether it's Tonka, whether it's the Usselton or Maloney or Bill Carr or Danny Burton or, even Earl Tudor going back in the day and Mayfield and all that. That's what they want. Bolio he's that, but just going a different way. Some of that stuff was the alligator stuff, Grand Champion Hank stuff, Tombstone Red Baby, Tombstone himself. It's kind of all similar, but what style do you like? So I love them dogs, man. Badass dog.
Sure.
Me and you both.
Bach got his own story. He'll tell you.
Sure.
I love.
And I'm gonna go to Brother Bach on that. What's your thoughts, Brother Bach?
Well, first of all, I think what my brother Richard left out, well, Pat got a stolen dog, first of all. So a lot of dogs he wasn't listing under Bolio. It took years before he came out and put Bolio was the actual sire to many good dogs. Would that be correct, brother Rich?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're right. Some of them, it says a certain dog name. It was really Bolio.
Right.
Really,
It might have said, it might have said Tombstone or some other dogs back then, but it was all for Bolio.
Or bits.
Correct. So, first of all, everybody believes when you get a head dog that they are really curs scared because they scared to get tangled up and fight. They just holding the gun by a barrel. That's bullshit. A lot of the Bolio dogs, if they had to get tangled up, they would. And I wasn't getting a whole lot of. I wasn't getting no curs. I ain't getting no curs out of that shit. You know what I mean? So they was. Well, like I said, Boone, though, the shit he got from me off that Bolio stuff, he'll tell you not only were they talented, but them bitches had 10 mouths on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's all I'm saying. I love them. I if you ain't got no Bolio in your program, you ain't got shit, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Because they, again, like Bach alluded to, it's people think they get on the head, it's defensive or what, and some of them were like that. But a good Bolio dog, they attack the head, they attack the muzzle,
not ear suckers. Right?
Yeah, they get in your mouth. They'll rip your teeth out, pull your tongue out, all that kind of stuff. They shaking, they'll push forward, maneuver around, spin around. Shake, and just chew, bite down. So that's how they can win fast, and put some cross in there or whatever, and man,
that's it. Put your cross.
Put a complete individual. Now, whether you concentrating on the Bolio or you're using it as a cross to add to your stuff or whatever, it works with a lot of stuff, man. It worked with the white blood, it worked with the Heinzel stuff, worked with Jeep, worked with.
It worked with everything. It works with
everything. Yeah.
Right.
So it's just a matter of how you want to go, use the right individuals and all that, But
Yes, sir. What's your thoughts on that, roster man? Bolio dogs.
Well, I had seen a few of them, and also what they said about how they'd be going and then they'll spin around and turn. That was when I first started looking at them. That was a part that I didn't like about them. Is they would do a little turning, you know what I mean? And then we seen that female Sammy Stallard had, and I was like, man. This dog is an assassin, you know what I mean? So during that time, I guess, Bob was in his bag, and he said, "Boom, look here, I got these dogs. I want you to have them, man."
Right.
And man, shock treatment, and them dogs, man. I said, hey, I didn't know I would like a Bolio, but I'd have loved to have some goddamn peppers out there. Them mothers, it wasn't no turning. They didn't do no turning. Bob, how was they bred? Because them dogs there, they didn't do no turning.
No, what they were, it was Rick. This how me and Pat Patrick fell out off of this breed. Well, I was able to breed to Rick for free when I sent Rick back to Pat. So I bred Shock Treatment, who was off of Chomps the Island Girl, bred the Cheryl Teagues to La Bamba, which that's how Rick is bred. So that's the breeding that made the Miss July, Leatherface, and all of them. Yep.
Man, I'm telling you, them dogs there, woo, boy, them dogs. That was like, when I had my ZEBO dogs off my Batman dog. Them dogs would eat you up, man. They would bite you in two, and but they didn't do no turning, and so I really liked them dogs there.
And you know what? If I can say now, some of them turning dogs, that's Patrick ended up selling Grand Champion Hank for $2,000. Okay, so Hank is where some of them dogs came from. Where Pat was breeding and had to turn because that was Hank's style. Hank would turn around and then scratch back into you and tear your ass up, make all type of turns. Well, some of the stuff off the Hank stuff that Pat was breeding, it had that style to it. But no, I didn't have none of the Hank in none of my dogs.
No, them dogs there, I swear, man, they were straight ahead, screaming, hard to handle, and I mean, just vicious, man. I mean, fucking just destructive, man. And I'm talking about, I ain't talking about no little bitty hangers. I'm talking about fucking hangers look like tough coming out the
Yeah, they did, right?
I opened their mouth. I said, damn. I said, what the hell? And they wasn't no skinny people. They were some big fat motherfuckers, man.
Right.
Yeah, them was some good looking dogs there, but they was a part of that what I went through,
Right.
Yeah. So I all them dogs, all that bullshit that I went through. But
Chen Lang was the dog I was thinking of. His champion princess and her brother named Chen Lang. I think he might have got best in show. He was named after a Bruce Lee character in one of his movies.
Okay.
There's a bunch of champion Greb, named after Harry Greb, the middleweight champion.
Right.
Champion Kramer. That's kind of the stuff they had over here. Half brother, half sister off the Kramer. Sammy was a 2-time winner. There was Shammy and Daisy and Irish Kid's Baby and a lot of that stuff. It was popular, man. But like I said, I think it was a counter to that. That's just my own opinion.
Well, it was, and I could say this again, and I've said it before on the show. In California, they had the antidote to the hard carver shit we was running. Even though Bolio's a carver dog too, but when you went to fucking California, they wanted you to bring them hard mouth mufflers there so they can goddamn disfigure your ass and take you in the waters. You know what I'm saying? And so person go up there in California, they get overlooked. They had some bad motherfuckers. I'm telling you.
Yeah. They got finished too. That's the one thing, me and Bach like that. They got finished. They'll kill your ass,
And what's your thoughts on it, Brother Ram, on Bolio dogs?
Shit, I agree with everything the OG said, but I add the motherfuckers is athletic as fuck and they can wrestle too.
Yes,
they not just fucking fast, smart dogs, If you add that roughness to it, you got a complete dog. They really just, like a slick outboxer with hella power, but he just boxing you, so all shots fucking hurt. Bolio dogs bring that mouth, that smarts. They hard as fuck to hurt, and they don't tear up easy if you do get a hold of them. The motherfuckers came with bulletproof vests intact, For real. Like, I ain't never had a Bolio dog that tore up.
Right.
I don't care what you put on them. Them motherfuckers be right back there barking at leaves and turned up. Put them right back on the chain to give them a shot of TNG. Put their ass right back up, wash them down, and they good. Like, the motherfuckers hard to kill, bro, and they will kill you. Like, you get a real Bolio dog, all he thinking about is killing you. And he fighting the most dangerous part, like Bach said, motherfucker, you just grabbing the gun by the barrel. That's dangerous as fuck. Try that shit with a motherfucker pull a gun on you, grab the barrel and see what happens. That's where the Bolio dog like to fight you at. He wants you to try to shoot him because he's shooting back, but he's fucking you up too.
Another announcement. Salute to Be Nasty. Be Nasty is our second Patreon ever. Be Nasty. Be Nasty said he got a question in the chat. If your name is the same in the chat, bro, if anybody see Be Nasty, put your question back in the chat. Be Nasty. If it's in the chat, because I didn't see it, brother.
Yeah.
Can
I say a couple things? Real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. speaking of Bolio, I did a Bolio video today, and it's being uploaded as we speak. So there's more information there if people want to go to it. It's specifically on his offspring, a little bit of the progeny, but somebody wanted to know about the offspring, so there's information there. The other thing is, I don't mean to plug myself, but this is my new book. Just came out with.
There you go.
Yeah, anybody interested, give me a holler. You know how to get a hold of
it. Wait, put it back up, schoolboy. Let me blow it up real quick.
My friend's been reading. They said they love it. I got to get a copy. Matter of fact, got to get a copy.
Yeah, get a hold of me, Buck.
I'm driving to get mine. I'll be there next month to get mine, buddy.
Yeah. Get mine. It's that Rocky.
Yeah.
Get mine.
Yeah, I'll take care of you guys.
I want my autograph though. I want mine to say to 78th grade. You know.
There you go.
When you send me your address and all that, just tell me what to write. I'll put it on there.
Oh yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Got to have an autograph.
Yeah, I'm getting good response. People like it. There's good information.
Yeah, they love it.
You know. And
you know what? They got confused. Man. They got confused in one of the articles you wrote with a dog called Tyrone. They was like, I didn't know. I said, no, that's a different one.
That's a different one. Yeah. No, that's a dog. That's a dog I beat. Yeah. He was one of those Bolio. What's that dog Hilliard had? Sorrells kept him, but it's Bolio, Snooty, and not Red Jerry, the Sorrel stuff.
Was it off the boomerang bottom?
No. It was
the collar stuff, the bull stuff.
No. It was a dog. Bishop Hilliard actually owned him.
Okay.
Not Dugan, but anyways, I forget. It's in the video. Check it out.
Okay.
But yeah.
How much you selling the book for, OG? They're asking in the chat.
110 domestically and more if it's out of the country.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And that's a hardback book, isn't it?
Hardback, glossy paper, and color pictures.
Awesome.
Yep, yeah. and it's worth it. You know why it's worth it? Because I'm gonna tell you why. For one, you're getting first-hand accounts for somebody who was there. Secondly, only certain many books gonna be in production. Listen, bro, I got all these Richard Stratton books. You can't find these books nowhere. These books are like $500-$600 now, and I got them. You know what I'm saying? If you try to go get the what's that book that came out by Wildside Kennels?
The Complete Game Dog.
Man, that book they want like $1,000 for that book.
Yeah,
you better get it while it's hot. Get it while it's hot, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, right. Frank Roca's first one, or the Bobby Hall books. You know, they're not printing them no more.
Right.
So it has a way of that happening. You know, after the copyright runs out in 50 years, I guess somebody can copy. You know, they do it, but they're all copywritten too. You know, so
indeed.
But yeah, I just you know, I'm proud of it. I love doing it. I got School Baby helping me. Everybody know that. We did a video about the book and all that. You know. She gets all kinds of marriage offers and stuff. She ain't that way, but everybody want to marry her.
Yeah.
Cool.
El JOCKO, Pitbull Cartel in the super chat. Appreciate the love. He said, "What is Camelot?" It's a couple of different Camelots though. From what I know, it's a couple of different Camelot.
It's like a big old weight pull Camelot dog. Then they got like some staff Camelots, and then it was like some game dog people with the last name Camelot.
Yeah, exactly, Ram. It's like 3 different ones, bro. Because I done seen all of them. I done seen some Camelot, some little slender, muscular, conditioned Camelot dogs, and then I said, "Oh man, I'm surprised it's a Camelot dog, because Camelot dogs, you know, they got that. No, this ain't that kind of Camelot. Like, well, what the hell? How many Camelots is it? It's like shit, man. People get offended if you get the wrong Camelot.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they get offended. I'm like, shit, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's a lot of different. Ram said it perfectly.
Shit, I only found that out just from going to weight pull events and shit. At first, I thought they was all just big ass dogs, you know, just big old motherfucking weight pull 100+ pound motherfuckers, but that's not the case, you know.
Right. Zachariah 23 in the super chat. Appreciate the support, fam. He says, looking back in the past, do you think you should have bought more land for your yard? If yes, how many acres? Salute. Rasta Man Boom, what's your thoughts on that?
I'm gonna say this, man. Let's say in a perfect world, a man could do whatever he wanted to do with 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 100 acres, whatever. You know what I mean? You know, the more space you got, you know. But you know, and it can be done with 1 acre, a half acre, a quarter of an acre, but just depends on where you're at. If you're in them neighborhoods and you got people close up on you, that's not a good place to have a whole bunch of dogs. But if you know, you way out in the sticks and you way out in the woods, you know, it'd be a great place to have dogs, because you know, you don't want to be a bother to nobody else, you know. And most people, you know, if you're near a trailer park or a housing development or a bunch of apartments and you got 15, 20 dogs, it's gonna be somebody in the area that ain't gonna like them dogs barking, you know, even though the dogs might not really, you know, most time when it's feeding time, that's when you hear that roar. Everybody barks. And it's a beautiful sound, man. That sound, man. It's like when you got about 40, 50 dogs, man, and that sound, man, it's like, it's a roar, man. It's like, it just like rumbles through your body, you know? And it's an amazing feeling, man, to have a yard full and be able to interact with them and engage in them. And, you know, it's an experience that you know, it's like an experience you just want all the days of your life, really, man. I wish, man, that it could be, you could have 50 dogs and you didn't have to worry about, you know, nothing, no issues, no nothing, and you could have them, and you know, man, just imagine, man, the joy that it would bring to just go out there and look at them. You know, I ain't saying you got to do nothing with them. All I'm saying is just look at them, because all those 50 characters gonna be showing you who they are and what they are. And, you know, you have to decipher, you know, the best of them. And you know, and ain't nothing like it. But yeah, anywhere, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you're in the right place. And then if you had to have less dogs, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, then you still don't want to be in a neighborhood where there'll be a bother to your neighbors, because you know, wherever you live at, you have no issues. You don't want no issues with your neighbor. You know, you want to make sure you and your neighbor cool. You know what I mean? So
right.
Sometimes it be that way, sometimes it don't. But at the same time, you want to hope that the dogs don't be a bother, because you know, dogs at any given time, you know, a cat, anything, somebody shoot or anything, and the dogs will sound off. You know, and most time when you're in neighborhoods and close quarters like that, people have a tendency to call the dog catcher and all these different other agencies. But yeah, it can be done.
Yes, sir. The brother Doug. Salute to brother Doug. Doug is our 3rd Patreon member.
Man,
much love, brother Doug. Much love, brother Doug.
Doug says something. Let me read his question here. He said, I joined the Patreon, but I'm going to cancel and rejoin on the 1st. For some reason, your membership has a different billing date. He said, I want all the membership fees and bills on the same day. Okay, brother. Well, yeah, the day you sign up, I got it set up to where the day you sign up is the day you're gonna be charged the next month. Okay, so if you sign up on the 1st and you go all your bills, you get paid on the 1st. You want all your bills come out on the 1st, then it'd be best for you to sign up on the 1st. You know what I mean? If you don't care about the date, then you can sign up today, tomorrow, whatever. You know what I mean? But that's how I set it up, just to be more convenient for other people who sometimes, like Patreon used to have it to where they charge you on the 1st no matter what. So if you sign up on the 27th today, then they're gonna charge you again on the 1st. That's not really fair. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
So you need to. I set it up to where the day you sign up is the day you get charged, and 30 days later. So y'all just time that in the way best way to suit you and your bills. You know what I mean? All right. Looking back in the past, do you think you should have bought more land for your yard? If yes, how many acres, Mr. Garcia?
No, I had 2.5 acres. That was plenty, and it allowed me to, I never kept that many dogs anyway. So if I had a bunch more, yeah, maybe, and pretty much what Rosterman said, all that, what he said, just if you miss part of it, go back after it's posted up and read it. But my situation too was I had hundreds of acres surrounding the property.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, I utilized all that. Bach knows,
Yeah, you was in the middle of fucking nowhere with oranges every fucking where.
Yeah. Oranges, almonds, everything, and there was a
it was awesome
down the road.
Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. So I utilized all that. I know, again, like Rossman said, be a good neighbor and all that. I knew all the workers there, all the patrones, the managers. My dad had been in that industry for years and years, so we knew all the cattle guys. And I never had a problem. I could go on their property. They knew what I was doing. Never had a problem. Some of them show up at the show sometimes to just watch,
Right.
And I just let them watch, let them watch, no charge, and keep it easy peasy, and respect everybody. But if you have a bunch of them, even if you don't fill up the 5 acres and you got woods around you, that's just something you can utilize for your dogs too. Take the pups out, road work them or hand walk them and all that. I'm sure Rossman did that too.
Oh yeah.
So whatever you feel comfortable with.
Yes, sir.
Plus land, at some point, all the price increases. You buy more than part of your portfolio.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's your thoughts on that, Brother Bach? Acres of
Same
land.
thing. Same, identical. I just be repeating what
Yes,
both
sir.
the brothers said. I mean, I'm gonna just say this part too. Like, I didn't turn down a lot of people who asked me for a pup if they wasn't down south or somewhere where some land. I'm not letting nothing come from me going into a kennel crate sitting in the basement their whole life. That ain't living to me as a dog. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I feel like these are working dogs. I don't give a damn if you got them doing citizen work, if you got them doing ring sport work, if you got them just weight pulling or whatever. These dogs, these are not couch potato dogs. But how you gonna, you know what I mean? So anyway, I feel like the more land, or if you got them in a spaced out where they got enough room to rip and run if that's what they want to do and exercise, that should be the priority you have for these pit bulls, are not owning it. Me personally, that's my assessment.
Yes, sir.
Agreed.
What's your thoughts on the Ram?
Shit, I would buy more acres to fucking grow some weed and shit on that shit, man. Like, I always did good with, between fucking 10 and fucking 15 dogs. My culling process was hard. So I didn't need a whole bunch of dogs to get to the good dogs, That's how my dog career went. We didn't never have a whole bunch of dogs. We fucking never had more than 15 at one time, I don't like all that shit. That's just more work. So I cut the numbers down. Like I call you for the slightest. If your brother is good as you and ain't doing the shit you doing, you out of there. You know, I didn't call fucking champions and gave them away to motherfuckers to go make champs with them just because I had a better dog and space was limited. So my culling process was real strenuous. I didn't need a bunch of dogs to get to the winners and champs I did. So I would grow some fucking weed on that fucking land, you know.
Yeah, I would if I you know, in a perfect world, I would get about 20 acres of land. I would have me a 10-acre pond, a house, and then have me a few acres for my dogs. But like Ram said, me personally, I wouldn't keep no more. I would have enough room for 25 dogs, but only reason I would have room for 25 dogs would be in case I want to keep a litter and see what's in there and then get rid of them later. You know what I'm saying? But 10 dogs is enough for any man. You know what I'm saying? That's enough, man, because Lord have mercy. You know what I mean? You got to have some money for these dogs, I'm trying to tell you.
Not just that, but the time you got to put in behind that many
Yeah,
dogs, man. If you don't got a fucking team helping you, that's a lot of fucking work when you come home from a long day of work, man.
Yeah, and then you got to figure dogs get, you know, what, you know, if you ain't checking your dogs, when I mean checking, I'm talking about looking at them. I'm not talking about in that way, old school checking. But like, if you're not paying attention to your dogs and having a relationship with your dogs, dude, you can easily get sidetracked doing other stuff, and then you go out and mess with your dogs and realize one of them got fucking parvo or some shit, and one of them got fucking mange. You're like, what the fuck? How the fuck you get mange? Oh, I forgot to tell you. You know, yeah, she had some spots. The fuck, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like this, you got to take responsibility for your yard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit can happen though.
Hell yeah, and just the headache of it, like OG Boone was saying, that you got too many. Now the neighbors want to complain because shit. I don't want to hear that shit at night either. And I got dogs, but I tell my dogs shut the fuck up. They quiet. Everybody ain't training they shit like that. And if you get 10, you can have 10 trained like that, and I could send you a crazy ass Bolio dog, and you will have 11 that's fucking turned up now. One dog can just fuck it all up, bro. So you got to be mindful of your neighbors, all of that shit, man. Plus, most of the time, motherfuckers with a bunch of dogs don't know what they got, and usually they feeding a bunch of curves, man. You know, I've never been to a big yard that didn't have more curs than bulldogs on it, and that's just the name of the game. So, do you
Never,
really want to be feeding a whole bunch of curs, you know, or do you want to be feeding a handful of good dogs? You got to ask yourself that.
man. That's what.
Good point. Good point, brother.
Exactly what you said, Ram. You go to these yards, you got all these 100 dogs, and you be like, this one here, no, I'm not selling this one, and I'm not selling that one over there. You can have anything else, though. Where the fuck you got all these dogs then? If all this shit is for sale, you shouldn't even have all this shit. Let me see here.
Yeah.
Amazing Property Solutions Group, LLC, in the super chat. Appreciate the support, family. Coming through with the 10-piece chicken nugget. And we got Be Nasty. Salute to Be Nasty. He up in here. His question was, this is the second member of the Patreon, I believe. He says, what y'all know about Grand Champion Freebie? Anybody know about Freebie?
I heard of him, but I don't know much about him.
I know of a champion Freebie. I don't know if it's that one. He fought on the same card as that little Tonka dog, Buck. He was a champion, and Ronnie Anderson Brutus, champion Brutus. He beat Kirkland. He was Rufus Carver bred dog. That dog's name was Freebie. He made champion, but I don't know if it's the same grand champion Freebie.
Right.
Didn't say how he was bred or whatever.
Yeah, we ain't hip to no current dogs, you know, bro.
No.
We've been off the field, man. So if it's current, we ain't even really hip to that, bro. It's no knock on the dog, just we off the field. Ain't no need to be fucking in the game no more.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So yeah, when y'all keep that in mind, when y'all ask us about current stuff, we don't know nothing about. Nobody on the panel knows anything about current dogs or current
Right.
champions or current kennels, who's
Right.
doing
The best we can do is if you tell us how the dog's bred, we can talk about the dogs in the past. You know where they
yeah,
come from.
right,
You know the bloodlines or the people or whatever. But
right. You might
current,
be like a great way to ask that question would be like, hey, what do you guys know about Grand Champion Freebie? She's off of she's a Mayday dog. You know what I mean? She's a head dog. What do you guys know about that? Then all the panel can explain why she's this or that. You know what I'm saying?
like that.
So that's the better way to ask the question. Amazing Property Solutions LLC back in the super chat with the 20-piece
Thank
chicken
you.
nugget.
Thank you.
Appreciate your
Much
support.
love.
Salute. If that was just a typo you put in there, just ask it again, just regular
Yes,
in the
sir.
chat, bro. You don't got to super chat it
Yeah.
again.
You don't have
Right.
to super chat. Just ask it again in the chat because
And
I
one of
can't
us will
understand
catch it.
Yeah. One of the panel members will understand what you mean because I don't understand what you mean there, brother.
Yeah. What up, Q? Q Parker and his bitch, Bert,
There you
Memphis
go.
Nick 90. What up,
Q
cuz?
money. Q
Sam
money.
John
Samson.
Kramer, I see you. Go
Salute.
ahead, though. My bad.
No, it's all good. Salute to Samson 01 with the 20-piece chicken nugget. Appreciate the support, homie.
Thank you. Thank you.
He says, salute, dog man. Mr. Garcia, the book is official. Question for the panel. In the past, what dog impressed you the most besides your own? Good question. I like them type of questions. Welcome down, Ram. I'm going to start with you. In the past, what dog impressed you the most?
Shit, man, I seen some good ones, bro. Like I always say, Yantas, but on the card we was on, there was a couple other good ones on there, man. I just don't be wanting to say the people's names I seen because I don't know what they doing, if they still active or not. So I ain't trying to bring no heat to nobody, bro. But I've seen some real good fucking dogs, even when I wasn't on the card. I'm just got invited and lucked up and seen some real good fucking shit, man. Like we all up here had good dogs, but we all seen other people good dogs, and that's why we
Right.
understand that the old fucking adage is true. Good dogs are where you find them, no matter how they bred, who got them, whatever. There's some motherfuckers out there with some damn good dogs, man. You know, that's why the OGs always preach follow the fucking traits, because it don't matter what the bloodline is, you're gonna see
Right.
some great shit in every bloodline. And I know that for a fact because I didn't try damn near every bloodline and had success with it and had fun with it, man. You know?
Yeah.
But hell yeah, it's a lot of good dogs. But again, I reiterate, I just don't want to call them out because I don't know what they team doing. You know, they might be off the field. They might fucking be running it up in another countries. I don't know. So I don't want to just put them out there like that.
Right. One of the brothers in the chat says, why is it still saying on YouTube the show is upcoming? Bro, because YouTube is trying to suppress the views. This show is getting tens of thousands of views. They're trying to suppress the views because of the subject matter, and that's what they're doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I apologize, but that's why we got the Patreon coming. So check out the Patreon.
Right.
We're gonna still be on here, but check out the Patreon because they suppressing our views. How you go from 60,000 views one week to all of a sudden it's just 3,000? You know,
Right.
it don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. So,
Exactly.
you know, come
Hell
back.
yeah, you can sign up for the Patreon right now. 7-8, drop the link in the chat again. But we
Yeah,
have some content up on it this week, man. We're gonna put some fire shit together for y'all.
yes, sir. We're gonna drop that link again and hook it on up. But yeah, they doing weird stuff like that. I'm glad y'all spotted that though, so you know I ain't just making stuff up. This is what they do, bro. You know, YouTube is funny like that. So legally, they can't legally do nothing to you, but they can unofficially fuck with you. You know what I mean? That's what they do.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Salute,
Thanks
dog
for
man.
that. Thanks for that, Samsung.
Yes, sir. Salute.
If you want me to run down a couple of names, I can do that.
Yes,
real
sir.
quick. Smith and Walton's champion, Bad Billy. He was a killer, 5-time winner. Lost to Grand Champion Booger. One of his wins was over champion Black Sabbath. Grand Champion Badger. I lost to him. He traveled every show, never fought at home. Went to the Cotton Patch, beat a 2-time winner, Cox's Bloody Billy. Grand champion, Cat & Company's grand champion, Jinx, 5-time winner, never went to the hour mark. I think his last, he won 28 minutes. LA Dream Team's champion, Wyatt, I refereed his, I think it was his second or third, I think. Won in 2 hours and 4 minutes. A bunch of, man, OTK's Daisy, OTK's champion Negron. Seen Mr. Gray win with Baja. She beat a champion her first time out. Man, there's a bunch of them. That's just a little bit of a rundown. It's hard to, you know, if you see a bunch of them, you may have a favorite, you know, or you may have, you know, you may seen a ace or something like that, you know. But when you see a bunch of them, it's hard to, for me anyways, it's hard to pick just one, you know. And sometimes it's even hard to pick a male over a female, you know. Grand champion Daisy May, she was off of Little Boots, you know, 5-time winner. 2 champion ninjas, you know, Tito's Ninja and Brat's Ninja, you know. And some of them not ace dogs or not, just good, solid dogs that beat top level opponents and kennels, you know, like that. Seen a bunch of them in Mexico. Almost everywhere I went in the past, you know, I seen something, you know, whether it was in all over the US or even South America, Central America, Europe, you know, a lot of good dogs. Most of them, you know, overall, like I mentioned before, they're average, you know, but you have some standouts, you know, that really stick with you, you know. And it was hot and heavy back then. Just about anywhere you went, somebody was doing something. That champion Brutus and champion Buck and champion Freebie I mentioned, you know, beat top guys. They were good dogs, you know. So that's a little rundown of some well above average dogs.
Yes, sir. What about you, Brother Bach? What's your thoughts on that? In the past, what dogs impressed you the most besides your own?
Well, I was really impressed that night. Boone helped Perry Powell win against that champion Princess bitch. She was a fucking monster. You know. I was impressed with her. I was a super nat bred dog. Going for a grand championship that night. And I thought she was a hell. P.S. Big Dookie, phenomenal. I mean, one of them type of dogs that bites you one time and is damn near over with. Big Dookie, Princess. I was really impressed with Boone's grand champion Bronson that Fat Bill bred. I mean, for him to, like I say, with no really teeth in his mouth and the style he had, I think he could have been a 10-time winner. Personally, I don't know. I think Boone. Did you win 6 with him?
The won 6 with his father. That last one that we won.
Okay.
With Bill handling when we was up there in what was that, Delaware, and that was his 6th match. That was his father, but he won 5. We won 5 with him.
Well, he probably could have won 10. I don't know if he died beforehand or whatever, but his style was going to be super, super hard to beat. And he was impressive. I mean, like I said. So, like I said, by his style.
Right.
Yeah, so I thought the James dog was a bad motherfucker that the police bred. He was a nasty motherfucker. You know, MC Grand Champion MC Hammer, a fucking monster. He was a motherfucker. Like Ram said, there's quite a few that I thought were solid bulldogs, but they were special. And I ain't just saying it because Boone on here too. I had like that underwater dog he had. I mean,
I can't hear Bob.
Yeah, Bob. He fell off for a minute. Was his audio went out?
Damn, right at the good part.
Damn, man.
Shit, commercial break then. We got any ads we got to play?
Yeah, do that right quick to let Bob come back in.
okay, I'm back. Can you hear me?
There you go, Bob.
All right. Yeah, you left off on underwater, bro.
Okay, underwater. That was the right name for the motherfucker because he never opened his mouth, and his pace, if on a scale of 1 to 10, his pressure was like a 15. He didn't give you no room to breathe, and he was on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And last but not least, Sammy and Gracie, brothers, sisters, I was impressed by them too as well.
Yes, sir. What about you, Roster Man Boone?
We've seen a lot of good ones. I guess Grand Champion Samson against Grand Champion Zink. That was I bet with Grand Champion Samson, but I was pulling for Zink. And the reason why I bet with Samson is because I felt Samson was the better conditioned dog. And it proved, Samson proved to be that. A lot of people say different things, but I watched Bolero become a champion. And one thing about it is once she started laying that mouth on you, she will hurt you. We watched that. What was that? Nut? Was that his name, Buck? When I first met you?
No, that was his first time out. He ended up becoming a 4-time winner. That was
what was his name?
Fuck, how am I forgetting his name? God damn it. Champion Dirty Red. Champion Dirty Red.
That night looking at him, I said, damn. I said, he on a dog that didn't last no more than about 10 minutes. But he did what it took to finish him.
Well, it went 2 hours, Boom. Remember?
Yeah, but this son bitch laid down, goddamn.
Well, yeah, he went in the champion max going for his grand championship, and he just was a chess dog. And Dirty Red is the best head dog I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how I forgot his name. I'm glad you brought him up. Best head dog I've ever seen.
That dog name was Max.
Right, Champion Max.
That was
Miller's
his name.
Champion Max. Right.
Yeah, Miller's Champion Max. And, he came in there bomb storming, and it seemed like the longer it went, the slower he got.
Well, his whole head had to get reconstructed after we took his whole head off then. That motherfucker was a bowling ball when we finished back there. His whole equilibrium was fucked up. He couldn't help it.
Yeah.
Tyrone went an hour and a half with the motherfucker when they was both years old.
Yeah.
Dirty didn't get a bite.
Stayed on his noggin. And after like sometimes you can see something and then you say, he was all right. But then you think about it over and over and you say, you know what? He might have something there. And then he went on to win more, do more. You know what I mean?
4 times.
And like I said, we was at Ricky's place, and little female, she had won 8. And the guy came up to me. I ain't even know the guy, man. He just came, said, "Yo, Boone, you want to make some money?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, bet on this dog. Ain't nothing lasted 5-10 minutes with it." I'm like, "What?" So I said, "Yo, I bet against Ricky." And the shit was over in like 5 minutes. He said, "Was you breathing?" I said, "Damn." That was real quick. And, so I mean, that was quick, man. That was the quickest 5,000 I ever made. Bam! 5 minutes, it was over, man. I mean, I couldn't believe it. You know, somebody come and tell you that, you like, yeah, right, yeah. But tell you that, and then it actually happened. Wow. You know what I mean? That was some serious bulldog.
Hell yeah, that shit be amazing to see her OG. It's like going to a 90s Tyson fight.
You know,
right?
You're like, whoa, man, is this shit for real or am I in a dream? You know? And so we seen several, you know, do their thing, man, and it was another one. It was a male. He wasn't no champion, nothing like that. But I had got him from a guy, and his name was Satan, man. And we did one with him, man. I mean, you know, he didn't have a whole lot of mouth, but he took a lot, and but he just finished. You know, he just stayed right there. You know, but it was somebody else's dog. You know what I mean? But
yes, sir.
Kind of mentored them, you know, but it was their dog. I thought that was a real good one. And you know, after I stopped talking, there'd be a whole lot more come to my head. But
Yeah.
we can move.
Mike G. Salute to the homie Mike G in the super chat. Appreciate the love.
Salute.
He says, Mr. Garcia, where can I get the book? I didn't catch it if you said it before.
Well, you can contact me on Facebook Messenger, on Instagram, or my email, which is richardjschoolboy60@gmail.com. All small letters.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
and his Facebook is in the description underneath the video.
Yeah, this one has like guys from, most of them from way in the past, you know. And then the next one along these same theme of Dogman and all that will be more of the current, not today, but after that period. You know, I had to break it up. I got it all written out. I just had to break it up because it's so much, you know. If I put everything together in one book, it'd be like $800 book. And I don't care how much somebody loved me, man. They ain't gonna pay that. You know? So I just broke it up. But a lot of them old guys I talk about that are still living, I'll have these people on the panel here, my brothers. They'd be in it too. They didn't know, so that's a news flash, you know. So I'll put, you know, a lot of different guys. You know, the old one had this first one got, I mean, it's got Havana Boys, Howard Heinzel, Don Mayfield, Ronnie Anderson, Steve and the White Dogs, Tito, TVK, TDK, the list of Boyles, you know. There's a ton of shit in there, but like School Baby said, it's a labor of love. She really enjoyed doing it, you know. She got into it. Right. It's like, you know, when she's editing it, she's reading the book, she goes, Dad, this book's good. I said, yeah, you know, thank you, Mija, you know, but I just feel it's important to for posterity's sake, for history's sake, to have it written down somewhere, you know, and have it available for people. The different perspectives sometimes. And it'll mention dogs that are known, some not known, dogmen that maybe nobody really knew who Shorty Tillis was, but he goes way back, man. He's in the old magazine stuff. You know, little run. Yeah, just get a hold of me.
Yes, sir. Eric Roberts. Go ahead, brother. Bob.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I had was brother contact me. I don't know if the brother put the link in here or not, but I was wanting to say vote for Paul Rodriguez. He has some type of voting going on, and we're trying to vote for old Paul Rodriguez. And so
yes, sir.
I think the brother put the link in here. I'm not sure if it's in here. You're supposed to drop the link that you can go vote for the good brother, one of our dog men.
One of
Brother
us have to
Paul.
post it in the chat. You gotta have be a mod on here to drop the link in the chat. So if you got the link, you know,
Yeah,
you can put it in a
Cooley,
private chat, and then I'll put it in the chat on
if anybody got the
YouTube.
link, yeah.
So what
Yeah.
will we be voting?
What are we voting for? What's going on?
What it is he has an opportunity to custom build a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what was that show they had on them building motorcycles, that father and son? They build motorcycles. Paul Tuttle.
I know what you're talking about, but I forgot the name.
Yeah. Paul Tuttle, I think, was their name. So if he wins, his theme is going to be, you know, the American Pit Bull Terrier.
Okay.
And they're going to custom build a motorcycle. And
Yeah.
I don't know how
Hell yeah, I'm with that.
Oh, we need all of them.
Richard, I sent it to you. See, can you send it up there? Are you able to put it up there?
No, I don't know how to do. No.
Yeah,
Right.
It's.
Huh?
I'm sorry, but it's in.
Brother
I just don't know how to do that. Yeah, send it to me. It's in my group too. There's a link there, but not everybody's in my group. He'll get more exposure here, I think. You know.
Yeah, send it to me and I'll
What's it called? American Chopper?
There you go.
Yeah,
I think that was,
Chopper, okay.
yeah.
He's supposed, but I think Eric said he put in the super chat. Is that what he wrote and said is in the super chat?
It's in the super chat right now. He says, Eric Robertson super chat says, everyone please go vote for Paul to win the build. If he wins the build, he will complete build dedicated American Pit Bull Terrier and the fraternity. Link in the chat. Shit. Hold on.
if he wins, he'll probably put Champion Gator on there, you know?
Right.
Yeah. That'd be cool, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed.
It'd be
go ahead. What you say, Russell?
I said it'd be cool. One of our fraternity brothers is building motorcycles.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
So we need to big him up, you know.
Has anybody heard from Brother Mark? We ain't talked about him in eons. Have anybody been updated, Brother Garcia? Have you spoke to him?
Yeah, I talk to him almost every week. Spirits are high. I sent him a book. He's still fighting it, you know. I had a couple of things just to be clear. His appeal, he told me like 5 things he's appealing on, but 2 main ones is he wasn't allowed a self-defense for that to come into which according to him and his lawyer violated his civil rights, right? So he wasn't allowed to present that kind of case. The other thing was a person, you know how if you're in the jury, you're supposed to say if you know the person or family or something like that. There was a person in the jury that fell under that, and they allowed her or him, I forget what it was, to be on the jury.
Wow.
So that prejudiced the jury.
That's fucked up.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And they brought it up after, I guess, and nobody did shit about it, you know.
Yeah,
but he's doing as well as he could, you know, under the circumstances.
Okay.
He's doing good. I sent a thing that says, no, they don't. You know, I sent and it's taken forever, man. Because you can't just send him money. You have to be on his list. So you have to fill out a form to be on the list to send him money.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's how
I sent it. Yeah. I sent it, but they haven't got back to me yet. I don't know if they accepted it or not. Maybe they looked me up. I have a felony, but that shouldn't matter, you know?
Right.
So just waiting for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he called me every week.
Give him the money. Is that what you're doing?
No. Brother Mark, money is safe and sound. We just waiting on confirmation to be able to send it to him.
To be able to send it. Yeah. If it was that easy, I'd just tell 788, send it to this address. But if he was to do that without being on the list, they'll just mail it back. I can't even send him a letter. I sent him a letter and they sent it back. That wasn't even allowed because I'm not on his list. The way I get books to him is you can't send a book personally to them. It has to come from a publishing company.
Right.
So I send them to TL, and then he sends them.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he's able to get the books and magazines and all that. I send him stuff. But you can't even send him a damn letter, man. You know.
So what do you have to do to send him the money then?
Yeah, wait for them to approve them on the list.
Right.
So so you made a request to be on this list, Schoolboy?
Right. And I haven't heard nothing back, whether it's been accepted or even denied or anything, you know.
How long that's been?
That's been over shit, like 2-3 months.
Oh, okay. So
way back when we, you know, we wanted to get it to him before Christmas. So it was before Christmas, but I haven't heard nothing.
Okay.
But the money's safe, it's there, you know, it's just, how do you get it to him? That's the only way you can get it to him.
Yeah, I mean, my uncle went through the same shit. Like, he told us, my uncle who was locked up doing 34 years, he told us, don't send us no money, until he get his situation figured out, because a lot of times they fuck with people. They fuck with people in there. You know, they owe us money for, you got free toothpaste, and you got, for 3 years, you've been getting free this and free that off the state. So you owe us this and that. All kind of stupid ass shit, man. Just dumb shit.
All kinds of stuff. Even let's say they accept you, right? And you have to put all the information, the number, cell, all that stuff. If they get it and they want to fuck with them, they'll just move them to a different block or a different tier. Now he's not there no more. They won't forward it to him because they just moved him to, you know, one building over or something, and they'll just deny it and it'll be returned.
They can easily forward it to him, but they won't.
They won't do it.
They'd rather send the shit back to you.
Yeah, they won't do that. Yeah.
Man, well, shout out to all. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say whatever you think about somebody, you know, if you just, you know, maybe commissary or something, you know, or just a letter, you know, family members should be allowed to send them a letter. But even it could be their mama or their daddy. If they ain't on the list, it ain't going to them. Kind of messed up.
The judicial and correction shit is all fucked up. Shout out to everybody locked the fuck up. God damn it.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Caliengo Kennels in the super chat. Appreciate the love. He says, respect to the panel. Schoolboy could publish quarterly journals and historical matches. He says, what a memory. Living legend. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for that. I not to brag, but I could, because like I mentioned before, I got notes going back 40 years. And you know, conventions and all that, it'd be, you know, I'm so busy and I'm lazy, you know. So I put them in my books. The next book will have several matches if anybody's into that, you know, plus, you know, dogmen and stuff like that, you know. I try and put the personal side to it. Like, you know, anybody could look up articles on Danny Burton per se, right? And then just repeat what has already been written and make a book out of it. There's nothing wrong with that. But mine has a personal side because I knew people or had some kind of relationship with them over the years or back in the day or whatever. So there's some personal little stories, you know, like what they said or what they told me, you know, what Danny Burton fed, or what, you know, the way Heinzel bred his dogs, or his, you know, love for boxing and stuff like that. So it's a little bit different.
Yep. Smooth Monty in the super chat. Salute, homie.
There he is, the man.
The man.
Fully piece chicken nugget. He says, salute to the expert panel and the chat room. Just signed up to the Patreon. So thank you, brother.
Much love, brother. Much love.
Salute you, man.
Always come through.
Yes, sir. Always.
Well, one thing, 70, I don't know, maybe I should say, well, I'll ask you backstage. We'll do that better.
Oh, okay.
I'll wait. That's cool.
Young Bulldogger, the super chat, appreciate the love. He says, what can ruin your keep in the last few weeks and days?
You can. For real. You could be a couple ounces over whatever, or freak the fuck out, start underfeeding and overworking the dog, man. Just them last fucking week and couple days adding up to it is usually the fucking conditioner's fault if it don't fucking turn out, you know?
Yeah, man.
You could fuck it up. So just fucking stay the course, man. Don't freak out. The way to drop, you know?
But see, that's a big problem in itself. A lot of people don't know how to call weight. We done told people 1,000 times the way I see to do it. I'm gonna just say, I ain't gonna say it correct because there's a couple of correct possibly ways. But the easiest way is because people end up doing so much to bring their dog down and then overcall the weight, can't get them last 3 fucking pounds off. And they talking about 2 weeks left when you really supposed to be on the downside of things. And you underfeeding the motherfucker, overworking the motherfucker, trying to get it down, and the dog is all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that's a big problem, is not knowing how to call the correct weight.
Yes, sir. Get a bunch of Bolio dogs. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to do shit with them. They're good like that.
That's true.
Come on, just go out there and weigh them. See how much they weigh after they take a shit in the piss and ain't eating days. That's their weight.
Last couple of days, put them up so they don't run themselves to death, and you're good.
That's it. It's crazy you said that, because you will ruin a good Bolio dog, because trust me, I did it. I fucked up because they don't have no goddamn stop in them. It's like, okay, maybe I just put a little bit. I know they gonna slow down. Shit, them bitches will kill themselves before they slow down. On
these motherfuckers is run a fucking sprint doing a marathon, you know?
Right.
all day long. All day long, man.
Like, you can literally blow their fucking heart out.
Yeah. Let me say this. Salute to Hugo. Hugo, who is a 1, 2, 3, 4, our 5th Patreon member, Hugo. Salute to you.
Thank you, Hugo.
You know what I'm saying? Salute to our, let me see here. So I think that's somebody changed their name. Mad Dog. Salute to Mad Dog in the Patreon. Salute to Smooth Monty, of course, in the Patreon. Our Family Kennels in the Patreon. Salute to you. Memphis Nice in the Patreon. Salute.
Memphis Nice.
God damn, I was gonna say you do something for the first team to get motherfuckers to go over there. We already
know goddamn well Q money in that motherfucking Patreon.
Hey, I'm back to the first 100. Shit. You know, the rate we the first 100, we give them something.
Yeah, we gotta do something.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. Salute to everybody that signed up, though, man. That's a good look. We got any advertisements before we get to the next question?
No, I'm gonna get to it. Young Bulldogger in the super chat. Appreciate the love, homie. He says salute to you, comrade.
Salute, fam.
Yes, sir. And like I said before, if y'all got advertisements, a litter you want to drop, you want to advertise a litter on this channel, you got a product that's good for the dogs, let us know. Email me at ask78sportstv@yahoo.com, ask78sportstv@yahoo.com. Email me there. Let me know what you're trying to do, and we'll put something together. You know what I'm saying? Or you can hit up any member on this panel on their social media, and they'll let me know what you're trying to do.
Yeah, Game Dog Talk, you know, for the brother hit me up on there asking shit. I done sent everybody the answers to it. Check your inbox, you know.
We gotta have Tay Tay come up here every now and then, man. Just let her voice come up. She can't just come up here one fucking time. She gotta come up and let everybody hear, then she can go back in the chat. She gotta come bless us.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
1 second, y'all. I'm talking to Lil Rock on the phone. He said that the video ain't even this stream ain't even showing up for him. Ain't that some shit?
Yep, that's some bullshit.
Oh, it just came on? Okay. All right now, brother. All right, thanks.
Hey, Lil Rock, stop drinking, man. You been,
No, that's YouTube fucking with us, bro. I'm telling you.
nah, Lil Rock can't see, man. Yeah, that's too
Now, what happened, Kevin?
What was I talking about? You Little Rock threw me off.
No, what Little Rock was saying, he couldn't see.
He said
couldn't
that
see.
the stream was it was showing upcoming. It wasn't showing the stream. It just kept saying upcoming, like he's waiting for it to start.
Man, he was looking at that shit upside down, man.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh shit!
All right.
Lil Rock, stop drinking, man. You can't be drinking trying to listen to us.
Yeah, he's trying to get over there to the Patreon. I told him to click on the link. All right, so now we got another. Let's get to another question. Man, we ain't got to none of our questions. We got so many questions in the super chat.
Good, I guess.
Who brought the best conditioned dog you've ever seen to a show, Mr. Garcia?
Well, I'll say, 3 people, I would say. It's hard because they both tops. Ronnie Anderson, OTK, and Mr. Gray. I'll put it like that. I think we were asked, and it changed a little bit, in my mind anyways, but I would say those 3 consistently, Again, it's hard to pinpoint one dog or whatever, Vince did a good job. Tito did a good job. Steve was a white dog, But they stand out because they were on, conventions and won some kind of trophy, usually best in show like that, They could do that consistently. And their dogs, for the most part, were in good shape all the time. Some, everybody missed now and again, but consistently, over 90% of the time, getting it spot on, make weight, good shape, finish quick, or go some distance, whatever it is, like that. Danny Burden always, So it's hard to pinpoint one person or one dog, Because if I say one, then later on I'm going to think, well, that dog was in great shape too.
Right.
And so that's my answer. I'll pick them 3.
Yes, sir. Let me ask you, Brother Bot, who brought the best conditioned dog you ever seen to a show?
Roster Man, East Coast Assassin, and I would have to say local boy Tito.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Roster Man Boom.
I'll add to that too. These people travel, which made a difference,
Correct.
Which matters, Tito travel all the way across the country.
Yes, he would.
Mr. Gray and
he just wouldn't let me get back. He just wouldn't let me get back on.
Well, you could say he never was a dummy either. Yeah.
Hey, he got away from me. I said, hey, man, again. He said, oh, my friend, I'll talk to you. I ain't never heard from him again, But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Plus, they, some of these guys cross continents,
Yeah.
It's a long ways to go, I never seen, I know Tom Griego. I never seen his dog, but that dude, the world traveler, he was, They all retired now. They too old.
But you're right though, Richard. I give more respect to those that will go from one part of the country to the other to go into anybody. I don't give a fuck whether they won, lost, or draw. For a person to put their money up and bring their dog to go any fucking where. If you wasn't doing that to me, you was fucking bullshit. That's me personally.
I agree.
That's what you call backyard.
Right.
No, not even. You're talking thousands of miles, man. Sometimes it's thousands of miles to get there and thousands of miles back.
Right.
Like Bach, it's 3,000 miles one way. damn
Oh
near.
yeah, that was a 7-hour flight I took to y'all. You know,
Yeah, and then
if I would have
then
drove, it
back,
would have been a couple days. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, if you'd have drove it, you'd have to be going 100 miles an hour 2 days, nonstop.
Hey, maybe. Hey, Richard. Maybe if I would have drove, we would have came right by the time we got there. Because he damn sure my conditioner fucked his ass up. I ain't have enough time to goddamn recover his ass to get him right. Shit.
Yeah, good. And that's the problem with that travel. That's the problem with that travel. If we fuck it up, you ain't coming back. So you got to get it right. You gotta leave right, be right when you get there, and stay right.
He would jack leg, and when you flying like that, a normal person is off balance. When you fly.
Right. So you think about a dog. You think about a dog, like the cabin is pressurized. They put the dog in where the luggage is. They ain't no pressurized, man. That could freak a dog out.
Yeah, he all fucked up. Yeah.
Listen, boom. All that, like you said, was a learning experience because, like you said, I should have been down that motherfucker for a week with that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I would have been down there 2 weeks.
Right.
I would have went 2 weeks before, and see, this the thing. See, when you got to travel and you go real long distance, is my experience is if you get there in enough time to continue to prime him in that atmosphere, 9 times out of 10 he gonna do pretty good because he done got acquainted with the area, the air, and the height or the elevation that he's at, whatever it is, be up or low. And so you have to take in all that. When we went to Kentucky, we went up in the hills, and but we went the morning of this. Well, we left that night, that Friday night, that morning. Then we got there. Before we got there, we had an accident. Ran into the bridge, and the dog busted his nose and all kind of shit. And I was like, oh, fuck. But I said, we still gonna do the dogs. And we went into a Buffalo Soldier. Still went like an hour and something. I can't remember the dog name, but Eliminator had him on the ropes, but he just, the puppy came out of him. He was like 16 months old when I did it. But he had him on the ropes, but puppy came out of him, and he got away. But so it's important that that time and space to land in the place is very valuable to preparing for what you're gonna do. So you got to make sure you plan everything out so that you can be there in advance to acclimate your dog to the atmosphere in the the area and all that.
Yeah. And the only way to do that is to do it over and over again.
Yeah.
You got it. And like I said, some of the best they still messed up, man. The dog, something fell out or something, and then they adjust, for the next time or whatever.
What they say?
Over a period, yeah. But over a period of years, what's that?
Climate change. What they call it? El Noro. What they call it?
Yeah, climate change. Yeah, elevation, like you said.
El Nino. It's called El Nino or something.
El Nino.
El Nino.
Oh, El Nino. Yeah.
So you got to make sure you get there so you can get adjusted.
Yeah. No, I hear you, but like I said, in my experience, them guys I'm talking about didn't do that.
Yeah.
They get there at the last minute, and in their mind is all that elevation or climate change and all that. It's not enough time to affect the dog, and there's no, different water, different food, like that, and but if you ain't right, you would have been better getting there early because fix him. You know, you can adjust. You got enough time to get him squared
Right.
up.
Right.
So that's the detriment, or could be the detriment, of getting there at the last minute.
And on top of that is no one knows how the dog is going to receive the travel.
No,
Right.
because almost every time I talked to the guys, whether I was with them or whether they went and I heard about it after, their concern is, man, I just got to get there and see how the dog is. If the dog's good, I'm good. If not, it's all over with. I don't care if you got, and I've seen them do that too. Winners, tested dogs, whatever, get there, don't even start. They won't even go, man.
Yeah,
Right.
because
they freak out. Whether they freaked out on the plane ride or the area they're in or something, they don't even come out of the corner and they get bit and scream, holler, crying and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
It could have been a one-time winner, two-time winner, champion, whatever it is.
That's right.
That's very important, man.
I have that on me. We traveled, this is no lie, we traveled from North Carolina to Atlanta. We left Atlanta and went to Tampa, Florida. Now, we did all this in one day. I left here that day thinking, we was going to be close by. And I got to Atlanta, and no lie, I swear to God, man, you'd have thought this dog had a drooling disease. Because when we left from my house, he was bouncing around, he was jumping, he was hitting at everything, and he was doing all this. I was like, damn, okay. So now this is my, second time traveling with him, because the first time when we picked him up, he was real blowed up fat. You know how you pick them up, they be real fat. It might be about 10 pounds overweight, 8, 9 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And so he didn't show those signs. But when we got him where we was working him, and for him to, be closer to his pit weight, and when we traveled, he went to drooling and all this stuff, man. And I got him out the damn thing, man. You'd have thought somebody had done drugged him. And he was all dizzy. And I was like, God damn, what the hell happened to you? So then I put the IVs and all that. I put him in the bed. I kept him wrapped up and everything, and was trying to get him together and talking to him. And I'm like, damn, what the hell happened to this dog? You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out what happened. So then they say, well, we got to go to Florida. Then they say, we got to go to Tampa, down there by Tampa. Like, damn, we got to ride way down there. We got to ride another 4-5 hours. This motherfucker couldn't even handle 6 hours from here to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Lord. So we get down there, man, and we put him down, and man, that sucker took off out there, and man, he was
Good point, Rocky, man. Yeah. And that was 6 hours, right? I've seen them freak out on a 10-minute ride. 10 minutes from their house. One bitch, she was good to go, man. I seen her roll. 10 minutes from her house and get there, they cut them loose, she freaked out. Never started. Crying, screaming, hollering. And that just down the road, Yeah. But it's just, they, like we always say, they flesh and blood, anything can happen. You don't know what goes in their head.
Yeah, but that was terrible schooling. If for that shit to happen, that was a person's fault.
Of course, because
the dog acclimated to car rides and shit.
Nah, never been off at the yard. She'd never been off.
That's
the yard.
a problem in itself. That's
a problem in itself.
You supposed to take your puppies and start having them in the car from when they little. That way they get used to this. I'm used to. I take the motherfuckers, go eat at restaurants, sit them in the fucking car, leave them in it. Then we go. I'm having the car all day and take them places till that they They act the same on the yard anywhere else. But and there's a lot of times I've ref fights and see motherfuckers there, and like you said, they dogs don't want to do nothing. And then I said, you never took this dog off the yard, have you? No. I'm like, how the fuck you know you didn't do this on the yard? So what the fuck made you think you could come here like that?
Yeah.
That's
Like
like
that.
go back to what we were talking about earlier, with having too many dogs and not paying attention to each dog. That's sad.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you can just about tell when they ain't never been off the yard, man. They just act weird. You know? Everything bothers them, scares them. You know, even the other people. They ain't never seen different people on the yard or kids or something. You know.
Yeah, it's like taking a nerd from the suburbs to the hood. Like, come on, we finna go over here on Slauson and kick it.
They got to carry them out the crate. Carry them out the crate into the, you know what I'm saying? They can't just walk on the fucking leash.
So
exactly.
Let me say this. So I said, damn, let me call a turn on this son, bitch, because he So I said, turn on the dog. And the ref said, he ain't turn. I said, he's a damn lie. Look at him. Growling like a motherfucker. So the referee said he recognized the turn. So, you know, my strategy is get a quick handle, get him back to the corner, and hope like hell he'll get fired up. So they going, we try to get a handle, and the other dog, I got a handle, the other dog went across the wall.
Divine intervention. Ain't that a bitch?
Man. Now all us know what that means, right?
Hell yeah, it's a wrap. That's over.
But you ain't gonna have no motherfucker to say that damn Boone is all right. Now check this shit out. The only reason why I didn't stand on that, because it was over. Because he clearly left the pit.
Hell yeah, we just leave the building, the concert is over.
This snapping and growling motherfucker looks so bad, I just didn't even want to apply the issue. And now I could have, but I didn't, because to me, you know, he supposed to have been a bulldog. And then the son bitch bit me. The motherfucker.
At least he bit somebody that night.
Be there. Shit.
He bit somebody.
He bit clean through my thumb. I'm talking about his hanger went through my thumb. I said, damn, I had to pull my thumb out of his fucking hanger. I said, you son of a bitch, he won't bite that goddamn dog, but he bit me.
That's why I said he didn't lead there saying he bit somebody.
When
he put his mouth on something.
That's right.
So when the other dog left the pit, I just said, man, get the dog and put him back in here, man. This, you know, we could have took it like that, but I just didn't feel right about it. I just, you know, even though it wasn't my dog, I was doing it for somebody else, but
you know, you ain't want to win with no curve.
Yeah, I just didn't feel, I mean, it was clearly over, but this son of a bitch came out like a piece of shit. So I wasn't going to try to.
And that's crazy, because you would have had a Kerr that was an official one-time winner.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't have been mine. It would have been.
I know, but motherfucker would have been, oh yeah, one-time winner. Okay, let me bring it to him. But I just, boy, that was a long, quiet ride back to Atlanta.
But see, wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute, hold on. Now that goes into a whole nother question. Was he a fucking cur because he was spooked by the ride? Would you consider him a cur?
Well,
because of that?
I felt like he was a cur before we left. And this the guy.
Okay, well then that we can go with that, because we didn't have some great dogs that went places and never left the yard. They wasn't a cur, because when you take that same dog back to the yard, they'd kill exactly what there was in front of them that they wouldn't even do nothing with at the joint. So
yeah, it was a story like that from back in the day with the barn dog.
Bunch of that. Whole
Like the
bunch of that.
motherfucker kill you in the
Oh, yeah.
barn, but would not come out
Right.
that barn as a bulldog.
Yeah, right. Some of them you take them off the yard, they won't even start. You go back to
That's
the
what I'm
yard,
saying.
like I said, they
But
fucking
would you
cook
consider them a cur? That's the question. Was that is it a cur?
I'm gonna tell you the honest goodness truth. I was working 2 of them, right? Now, the one that I really like, I don't give a damn when you brought the food. That son of a bitch would not eat. He trying to get a motherfucker. I put his food down, and I make sure the other dog is in front of him, you know, and I want to see, do he want to eat or fight? Which one he want to do? Well, the other one, man, that son of a bitch would not eat. But that one that I took and quit, man, that motherfucker go to eating like a dog ain't even in front of him. So I had suspects by him. I said, shit, I ain't betting that much on. I said, you know what? I'm gonna bet the least amount of money on this.
That nigga more worried about food than getting it in. Like, hold on, pimp.
Right here.
That is not the protocol for a bulldog. You supposed to knock that food bowl over trying to get to that motherfucker.
Right.
But the other one, shit, he would not eat, man. Now you put a dog in front of him, shit, that man, he don't want no food. He trying to get that dog. So
Well, fuck that food. I'm gonna eat that dog, nigga.
So when I did that, I said to myself, I said, I don't know what they done seen out this motherfucker, but I just didn't trust him. And he had supposed to have been a termite yellow John cross. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was a brindle, big wide head, had a big head, had big handles, man. And I just he to me, I felt like he wasn't gonna do good, man, because I put that food in front of him and then I put a dog in front of him and he, man, that mother ate that shit like it was like the dog wasn't even there. I'm talking about, I mean, we're eating that shit. And I was like, man, this motherfucker. This motherfucker ain't
So basically, you say he would have ate. He would have won at a food eating contest.
Yeah, he would have. Hell yeah.
Dog food eating contest. He goes
Right.
first place champion.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't do it, man.
Best in show every time. It clear a bowl like no other.
I put the food in front of him and I put the food in front of the other dog. That motherfucker that other dog was trying to get his ass. Yeah, he wouldn't even touch his food. But man, my man, that motherfucker was eating, man, shit. That motherfucker ate that shit like.
Looked up, you have any Grey Poupon? Look at that.
Let me read. Salute to my brother Smooth Monty coming through heavy.
Smooth Monty, all the time.
Man, bro.
The man. Chicken nugget. Smooth Monty says, historically speaking, what are some of the toughest or the roughest dogs that the panel has seen or owned? The roughest dogs, Mr. Garcia.
The hardest biting dog, which would be the roughest dog I ever seen, was that Mr. Black I mentioned. He just broke stuff up, didn't go no time. He ended up, it was never matched because he got off the chain, killed 3 dogs, and died himself. But he could break stuff up. My own dog, most of them were rough. I like that style, you know. I just don't like dumb dogs. I like rough dogs, but not rough, dumb dogs. Big Red was like that. Miss Rowdy, his sister. Mr. Rowdy, Champion Bill, Lucy, Alex, you know. That Grand Champion Jinx I spoke about, throat fighter, is rough. Once you got there, he's gonna choke you out as it's so wash, it's done, you know.
Right.
Daisy female, 22 minutes, you know, just a bunch of them. That Grand Champion Badger, Billy, like that, you know, Champion Billy. There's a ton of them, you know. They all have, even though their styles may be similar, they have different ways of doing it. Some go to the throat, some go to the brisket, chest, back end, you know. I like because their intent is to just get in there and finish you. That's the kind I like. Regardless of how they get it done, that's you can see it in their eye. They just focus on that. They don't care what's happening to them. And some of them, like I said, they ain't dumb about it. They got good defense while they're on the offense. They know how to maneuver. that champion Peaches. She was like that. She'd get in the armpit, get them down, and then they'd be trying to maneuver to or get her out, and she would spin them around, keep them like off balance while they're down on the side, and just move around like that. And they just couldn't get to her, you know. So those are some of them.
Yes, sir. Let me go to you, Brother Bach. And then
Well,
after Bach, Brother, I'm going to Boone and then Ram. Go ahead, Bach.
Okay, we're going to be kind of mentioning the same kind of this question. I think we just kind of answered a minute ago, but Tyrone, Flop Flop, Big Dookie, Champion Princess, Shock Treatment, Baby Ruth, Bruno, Leatherface, yeah, Leatherface, Champion Nut Nut, who else? I mean, there's a couple. Champion Katrina, Grand Champion Hammer. Just that would be it.
Buck, you remember that black and white bitch? What was
Which
that
one?
bitch? The one that I had got from you.
The black and white bitch.
The one was
You talking about Champion Punchinella?
Yeah.
Punchinella was one of them too. Yep. Rough ass chest dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of black and white bitch, that there was one, I don't even know how she was bred. It was the last convention I was involved in. I think Captain America sent a female out, the one Pineapple Kid used, and it was Nightcrawler's little black and white bitch. She cut her down in 16 minutes. Wasn't even funny, man. So that Rasta Man reminded me of that black and white bitch. She was black and white. And like I said, I don't know how she was bred, man. Everywhere she touched her, opened her up. Had the bitch squalling and crying and shit. She tried. She did the best she could do, but it was one-sided. No contest.
So who is it on, Kevin?
Ram, you there, bro?
Yes, sir. Well, shit, I had to say fucking Red Jack, of course. He was one of the dogs like OG Boone was talking about that could just kill you in minutes. Like, it looked like a lion grabbing, a male lion grabbing a gazelle when he grabbed your ass and just do whatever he wanted till he got to the brisket and just kill you with one or two bites. That shit was amazing. Champion Baby Boy, another rough killer, finish you on the stifles. One time winner Baby Boy, he was like that too. He fucking hit a motherfucker in the kidneys and won in like 4 minutes. That shit was terrible. Champion Minnow out of Chicago, he was a rough motherfucker just all the way around. Like you couldn't even walk him by a car that's parked because he had fucking grabbed the tire and busted. Just crazy big ass motherfucker. I loved him. My dog Smart Alex, one time winner, was rough as fuck. Terrible mouth. You starting to see a pattern. Like most fucking rough dogs could bite hard too. My fucking Cherokee Chief Coca-Cola cross bitch Jackie Brown, she was fucking rough. Fucking chop you down real fucking quick, real bad, like just terrible. She didn't really pick up no finish until she was older, and that's when I put her on her mama Peaches. Peaches will finish your ass, you know. Peaches went to finish her. She picked that shit up. Wonder Twins activated that shit because she was trying to finish everything after that. Fucking Champion Layla, a rough bitch, fucking fucked us up out there, man. We went to North Carolina to do that one. Went out there, my boy B&D. That bitch fucking roughed us all the way up fast, man. I was like, God damn. You know, I wanted to get something off the bitch. She was some good shit. Shit, there's a couple other rough motherfuckers I done seen too, man. Champion Django, a rough customer. And he deceptively rough because he'll compete with you, and then just turn it up. And you be like, God damn, this motherfucker on the juice or what? Like, he just got a whole nother gear and just rough you up. Like, just get in there and just break you down real bad, man. I had another dog named Eli Eddie. He was real fucking rough. He was just rough soon as you let him go. He was grabbing you and just body slamming you. Hella ability, a ton of mouth. And my old bitch, Ratchet, one-time winner, ain't have no mouth, but everything else was a 10. Rough as a motherfucker. Beat a two-time winner going out for a champion. Embarrassed him with a good name kennel at a pretty cool convention, you know, one of my more funner moments. And shit, that's a couple more that have come to me. Here's a cur-ass dog my partner had named Chief. He probably was the best cur I ever seen, you know, fuck you up. That's the one I always talk about. He had 25 minutes, he started packing up the house. 30 minutes, he in the U-Haul. Packed it in. He done. Just ran out of gas, tired. You could be over there fucking on your goddamn deathbed finna die because he had terrible mouth and jagged ass teeth, just real rough, real fast. He just run out of gas and just quit, you know. He was like the best cur ever, you know. He had to go though, you know, because he was my dog. He was though. Thinking back, like I would have kept him for a school dog, you know. If you could fucking even do 10 minutes with that motherfucker, you was good. You feel me? But you motherfucker, I put some of my shit on him, and that old dog shit to stay there. He could take that shit in, we could dish it out. You feel me? Put some real shit on him. He packed it up. You feel me? But again, the best cur ever. Rough as a motherfucker, like devastating rough. Killed the two-time winner. Like he was a beast until I put him on some real shit. And I was like, oh, this motherfucker's a mutt. You feel me? But he is the best fucking cur. For real. The cold part is I gave him back to my partner. He gave him to somebody else, and I'm sure he ain't tell him. So I'm pretty sure it's a motherfucking red nose shit off of motherfucking Standing Chief. He was a cur. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute to Lil Rock in the super chat. Appreciate the love, Lil Rock. He says, don't know who the best I've seen, but Darren Tupper could do it as good as I've seen. True words. Salute to you, man.
Yep. Much love to Darren Tupper. Yep.
Yeah, he's top. Yep. Maybe that was the grand champion freebie they talking about. I think he had a grand champion. That might be it.
That might have been his freebie. Yeah, I mean, he had that hacksaw dog too.
Yeah. I never seen him, but if I'm correct, he didn't have no teeth and he was a killer. You know, going on the topic earlier, from what I remember. If Darren's watching and I'm mistaken, I apologize, but I think he didn't have no teeth, but he's still a killer.
Mm-hmm.
And Tup used to go everywhere, fought everybody. He was top.
Well, is it my turn now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. But let's see. My ginger dog, one of the hardest biting dogs that I got off my Lady Stone. And she killed several dogs, and then I won 2 with her. And then going for a third, the kid left her in the building, and the bitch suffocated in the building, died on the meal. And my Nimrod dog, he was a hard biting dog, real hard biting head dog. Lady Stone father, Little Stone, was a real hard biting dog. I seen him kill one, you know, biting him in the head, you know, just crush the skull, you know. Let's see, Big Stone, which was the son of Nimrod and Lady Stone. He was a hard biting dog. I had a sister to the Eliminator. All them Eliminator, Little Crazy Red, all them dogs had real good mouth. And her name was Brown Eyes Girl. But when she was young, she didn't show no mouth. But when that bitch got about 3 years old, good gracious alive, man, she was biting them in 2. And I had never seen that. I seen roll for up until they get 2.5. just average, and then 3 years old, now she laying them down. You know, I thought that was kind of weird, but her mouth picked up as she got older. And let's see, what was his name? Rude Boy, which was the son of Nimrod. He could bite. And we had JP, Grand Champion JP. One of his matches, this was real funny, man. And so, you know, the boys were saying, yeah, we got something for him, this, that, this. Okay. So they put him in there, and man, JP hit that dog in the chest and was jacking him up. I'm talking about, you know, like, you know how, you know that thing, it got a handle and it got a one pole at the bottom. It's like a spring. What you call that thing you jump with? You know what I'm talking about?
The pogo?
Yeah, pogo stick.
Pogo stick, yeah.
The one is just one stick, and then you got a handle up here at the top, and it's like a jumping with it. You know what I'm talking about?
Pogo stick.
Yeah, well, that's how JP was doing this dog, and the dog said, "Arr, arr, arr."
You did that werewolf howl.
I had never seen that. You know, sometimes you see some stuff you ain't never seen. I swear,
that dog was like, nigga, get him off me, please.
He was in his chest so deep and jacking him. I'm talking about just jacking him up, man. Just boom, boom, boom. The dog said, "Arr, arr, arr."
But the
That's the man come with a sound effect.
That's that dog SOS. Please stop this shit, man. I wasn't ready for this. Take this nigga back to where you got him from.
Get him off me.
Please.
I mean, everybody fell out laughing. Motherfuckers was laughing. I said, my man brought a hound dog. A bulldog. He brought a hound dog. I mean, that son of a bitch was howling like a motherfucker, and that's how it ended, you know. But, you know, Wrangler had good mouth, because he'd tear all your teeth out your head. That was, you know, that was his thing, Champion Wrangler. And I you know, I must say, I loved the Blondie dog. I did. I really did. She was a hard biting bulldog, and she was fast and real intense with her work. But to me, she wasn't as smart as Lady Stone. That's why Stone was able to counter her, you know. And let's see who else. Grip was a hard biting dog. I liked it, though, Grip. You know, that was another dog that came from Baccarat. He was a hard biting.
He was a good dog. He was a bulldog.
Yeah, he was a bulldog. I liked it, that motherfucker. And that black and white female, man. Hey, after Big Stone crushed his dog, killed his dog, then we getting ready to do the second one now. You know, we done did the first one. Now we getting ready to do the second one. So I go get the bitch and I pull out. Baltimore Ron seen that bitch. He said, "Hey, boom, yeah." He said,
"Yeah." Well, he already knew who Punchinella was from being in Baltimore and stopping and killing everything. You know.
Hey, he seen that bitch. He said, "Hey, boom." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, man. Here's the 2,500. We ain't fighting."
He tried to buy her from me. You know what I mean? Ron wanted, so he knew who she was. He tried to get her from me, and I wouldn't sell it to him.
Yeah. Hey, he seen that, because, see, I ain't let him see it. You know, I had to put up, you know, until it's time to weigh in and all that.
Right.
Man, we brought that bitch to the scale. He said, "Hey, man, yeah, man." They paid me on the spot right there.
Yeah.
I tell you what, man, we'll just do it for the 5, dude. You know, we'll do it for nah, we ain't doing nothing. We ain't doing that. I said, come on, I tell you what, man, we'll do it for less than that. You know, because you done told me how this bitch go. I said, man, right. this motherfucker. I want to see it, right? Man, he wouldn't do it, man. He would not do it. So, yeah, that was a good crew. Rude Boy, Lemonator. There's been a lot of hard biting males around, and then Tyrone was a hard biting male. You know, believe it or not, Bolero could bite. You know what I mean? I
Right.
seen him break Miss Homer down. Miss Homer come out there all strong. Bolero got to hitting that bitch. That bitch started falling over like somebody shot her. I said, damn. So
He was a gut dog, wasn't she?
who? Bolero?
Yeah.
She would go to the shoulder, then go in the back end. Yeah. But Bolero thing is, I'm gonna tell you, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. And her teeth were all broke to hell. But man, that little bitch could bite, man. I ain't I'm just saying. I seen her do this shit, then. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, you know, a lot of them that can bite, you don't know how big game they are. You know, but some of them do. Some of them do show it, and then some of them don't get to show it because they ain't got to. You know. So, but yeah, there's been a lot of good ones on both sides of the country, and this panel of guys here, man, you probably could, you know, if everybody was able to just think about everything they done seen, it'd probably be hundreds of dogs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's a whole lot of shit I know I done forgot. And there's probably people out there saying, motherfucker, you didn't say nothing about my goddamn dog. You remember my dog killed?
But and look, and I forgot about Champion Lexus Coop. That was a fucking hard biting, killing ass cannibal motherfucker. So I don't know how I forgot about Lexus Coop.
Yeah,
that bitch was terrible.
I forgot about Champion Chamuco.
See,
four-time winner. His first 3 wins under 28 minutes. In fact, my buddy lost to him for his third, and the only thing he could say, he goes, "I went the longest with Chamuco as anybody. I went 28 minutes." But he would pull plugs out everywhere, man.
And Tornado, let's not forget her, because she had that mouth. You know, she had that mouth. You know, and
anybody here seen Queen of Hearts?
Now, if I'm not mistaken, when I first met them, because Mr. T was like, "Yo, they gonna do the Queen. Come on up here. You know, we gonna go." And if I'm, because I remember Abraham and them, they did a dog that night. I believe we was in Detroit, somewhere up in there, the Midwest. We was up in there somewhere. If I'm not mistaken, I think I seen her go, man. But that's where we first met Joe in there, and you know, and she could bite, you know. So there's been a lot of great dogs, you know, from north, south, east, and west that have produced some hard mouth dogs, and you know, and then it's a lot of guys that hasn't got the recognition as Schoolboy was speaking on, or maybe not so much the recognition, but you know, as known as some others, and have had some devastating dogs. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's the beauty of the fraternity. There's some brothers that got some dogs or had some dogs that are able to really, you know, give qualities in certain area, you know, and you know, we big them all up for, you know, the hard work and the preservation of the Bulldogs, you know, and just keep the history going, man. Just keep the history. Yeah,
we name dogs people ain't really heard of, you know. Ain't really known, you know, which is good. Yeah.
Yes,
and so we big all you brothers up. You know, we love you. We know, you know, you're just as good and maybe even better than some that might think or not think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you know, and that's the thing too, Boone. Like, so a lot of people, because of the people on the panel, we got somebody from California. I was repping Virginia. You was repping North Carolina, and Ram is in what's that, in Arizona. So we missed that whole different parts where we weren't living in. So we're not hitting a whole lot of the Midwest places that had, you know what I'm saying? We're not hitting different places. So we don't want so we hate, I wish we can know all the great dogs from everywhere, but we just, we all didn't live everywhere. So a lot of times I'm sure people say, well, you didn't mention so-and-so, and please forgive us. It's not that we doing it intentionally and keep trying to talk about the same. We can only talk about the dogs we've seen. So that's why you keep doing this.
My memory is short, I can remember something for a few seconds.
Right.
You start talking about
we all like that, Boom. We all like that, man.
I just don't want nobody to think that we feel like just the only shit we talking about is the best, and we forget purposely others. I just want people to know that we definitely not doing it. We just can only speak on the ones we saw. Yes, but it's not saying, like Boone said, it's not saying that the ones we didn't see was better than what we even had or mentioned. You know what I'm saying? I just want that known. Yeah.
Salute to TCB TV in the super chat. Appreciate your support. He says, any of the panel get a chance to see Bad Rosemary out of STP? I think y'all was done by that time, wasn't you?
Yeah, just on video.
Videos is all I seen now.
Yeah.
In fact, talking about video, there's Negra Tomasa was an 8-time winner. She's on video. Grand Champion Rodney, I've seen. What's Chloe's Grand Champion? The little male, BB Red's brother, Banjo.
Yeah, BB Red. Shit, goddamn, Mark had a whole lot of bad motherfuckers, man.
Yeah. That the one Rossaman mentioned, that's on video. Sampson and Zinker.
Yeah. That's a good one there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Plus, a lot of the dogs that's badass now, like when they was around, when nobody looking for STP, Rosemary, he had way better dogs on the yard. People would go look at, like, if I see Rosemary, like, oh, is that cool dog? That's the thing about history. When you making it, you don't realize it. Like
right. That black Tasmanian
Rosemary. Schoolboy passed on hella good dogs. Bach, I'm pretty sure they passed on hella good dogs that went on to make history. And we look at like,
I fucked up. I could have got Grand Championship. Darren Tupper called me when he was a 2-time winner. I fucked up. Could have got him for $2,000 and didn't grab him.
Yeah, see? There you go.
We all got like that. At the time, we like shit. We got our own good dogs, man. Which dog you pass on? Bullshit, and who else? Schoolboy.
Bullshit. What's it? Bolt Action and his sister. Yeah. And Queen of Hearts. She was a 2-time winner for $1,000.
Oh wait.
Motherfucker slap their mama right now for that deal. You feel me?
And the only reason I passed on her was because I wanted a straight boomerang dog bitch, and she was only half boomerang.
Right.
Dumb, huh? Dumb.
No,
bullshit was $250.
See?
What's that?
But you knew what you wanted in your program, no matter how great she was, know?
Unfortunately, the bitch I got didn't work out, So there's that too,
Hey, that's territory.
Yeah. Bolt Action and his sister, $800, either one.
Wow.
Again, they were cross dogs. I wanted straight bred dogs, like that.
Right.
But that just at the time, his sister ended up. She lost to Jimmy Lee. Then Bolt Action went on to win 4 and lost 1. Bullshit won 3 and lost 1. So
I passed over Champion Tate too. I could have had Champion Tate's ass. Carl Mims made rest in peace. I want to say that too. Rest in peace again to my great friend Carl Mims. He
Yes, sir.
told me, he said, Bach, you come up and take pick of the litter, man. I just want to give you one out of here. I grabbed the fucking bitch, and Tate, you know, that champion Tate went on to be a bad motherfucker. I think it was Wade's champion Tate. I'm not saying so. Like you said, there's a lot of motherfuckers passed up on it could have had. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, can I say something? I want to say something. Right?
Go ahead, Brother Boone.
Did I say anything about the APDR show last weekend?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, man, that was a blast, man. Matter of fact, I took a little kid under my wing and let him MC a little bit, you know, and helping me. And man, the kid really enjoyed it. His parents and friends and everybody had such a good time, man. So y'all brothers, make sure you get ready and come to Bulldog Hill the end of July, last Saturday in July. If you got any arts and crafts and wares or whatever you want to sell, it'll be a good time to come set you a table up and sell your goods and make you a little money, take it back home to your family, and be amongst a lot of, you know, I remember in the early days of the pig picking, it was more so the older guys and motorcycle guys and long beard guys, and that it was those type of guys that was bulldog. And then you had your straight faced, clean cut guys too. You know what I mean? And but today with the dog shows, it's a younger generation. And you see more females now. More females. I mean, it's the most I done seen female participating in showing dogs. And man, good gracious, how many years? You know what I mean? But now, don't get it twisted. There have been some females that have done real well with the dogs. And one person come to mind, Katie Marlowe, and several others. Yeah, man. So y'all make sure you get your calendar marked and come and enjoy. We got them bowls, the concrete bowls. I meant to give Kevin the pictures so he can put them up so you can see these bowls. I'm telling you, you ain't gonna find no bowl. This ain't none of this stuff that's cracked and imitation. This is some professional stuff. And I'm gonna send it to Kevin so we can put it up on here next time. And some kind of way, will we be able to put it on the Patreon too?
Yeah, just let me know.
Okay, well, I'm gonna send it to you. I'll send it to you. So y'all brothers, sign up for the Patreon because it's gonna be getting hot in there. Kevin got some questions that's gonna be answered. And you all that have questions out there in the chat, make sure you give them the question to Kevin and let him know, or anybody on the panel, and we'll do our best to answer them in the best way that we can.
Yes, indeed. Now we're gonna we've been on here for 2.5 hours, so we got more questions that we didn't get to. We're gonna save those for next week. I'm gonna change the title of this one to one of the questions we already answered.
Oh, we didn't do no advertisement yet, bro.
Yeah, no, I got you, brother. I got you. Trust me.
Okay, yeah.
Money and magic, XXX. Hold up, honey. No, I'm not your hoe or housewife. What you thought this is? It's not personal, it's business. When you see me, I be fancy underneath it. I be nasty, sharing lace off in my panties. Easy access, ain't no scamming. Got me choking while I'm slurping love potion. From the back tight, busted wide open. Got some D-cup titties in a bubble butt. Made his dick hard as shit. All I heard him scream was fuck. Give it to me, bear. Pulling on my motherfucking hair. Pretty pussy pink. Knock it out. Put that ass to sleep. Got his wood all in my back. Come in my stomach with all of them racks. Make his dickhead split up cash. Huh? Now give it to me like you want some more. No Tatiana, that's that bottom shelf quality type of hoe. Taste this pussy, you'll eat something that you never had. Put that chain around my neck and choke me till I'm brain dead. Then throw me all of them bands. and cash it out to my OnlyFans.
I wasn't talking about that one, but I'll take it. I thought we still had one more to go for the
No.
big dogs. Okay, bet. Hell yeah.
He paid in full. He paid in full.
Bet.
Yeah, man. So check it out, y'all. We want to thank y'all, thank the panel, and thank the chat for coming through, supporting us on another successful week. Thank you to everybody that signed up to the Patreon. Salute to Jaquan, another member of the Patreon, signed up.
There you go. That's Q money. Q money.
Yes, sir. Salute to everybody that signed up. Ram, why don't you go ahead and give us a disclaimer?
As always, man, none of this shit is intended for, nor should it be used towards any illegal purposes or activities. If you is using it for that, just motherfucking refer to the most recent 6ix9ine video, because that's all I got for you. If you say you got that shit from us and they come looking for me for that bullshit you want, you see what happened to him, but your shit ain't gonna be on camera, because I ain't stupid. Other than that, man, we into the week. We done passed Monday, funky ass up. Tomorrow, Titty Tuesday, ladies. Equal rights, motherfucking bust down. So I share with Wood Wednesday. Hit us up, Game Dog Talk, man. Your schoolboy up, get your dogs registered. Get Bach up so he can get the dog shipped to you after you get them registered. And motherfucking hit Boone up because he got the bowls for him so your dogs could eat and drink out of shit, man. I ain't got shit but hard dick and bubble gum for a bitch, so. You know, I ain't got nothing to offer really to you hard.
That might be more than everything that we offer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it says what's that? Taja boy, Tiger boy in the super chat. Appreciate the love. He says bombs. What up with
Tagger boy?
Oh, Tiger boy. Okay. He said, what up with Shy?
Chi.
Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? Chi. What's wrong with Chi? Fat Bill, don't talk about her. Anybody know anything about Chi?
Who is Chi? Ask him to explain to us.
Chi. You know?
Who is
ask Fat Bill about it. If that's his dog, ask him about it. Don't be over here trying to start no bullshit.
Yeah, I don't even know who Chi is. They said Chi mama, I got saved in my phone because she has big old titties.
me and Ram like Chi, but I don't think it's that one.
Yeah, I think we talk about the same stuff. You feel me? I don't know. You had to ask Fat Bill that, bro.
Is that big nipples or little?
Oh, big, man. I like them areola holders. You feel me?
Yeah, I like big old areolas too. Big old areolas.
Yeah, with the motherfucking braille system on them, so I can feel them in the dark.
I got some nice in the shower right now. I'm about to go deal with her right now.
Oh yeah, let's end the show on that. If you got some nice big old titties at the crib, just go suck one right quick, man. You feel me? Your wife will thank you later.
Oh shit!
Yes, indeed.
Wait a minute. One of the persons said, how do we get in with Schoolboy to get the registry? Give it one more time to him, Schoolboy.
It's right. It's going across the bottom of the screen. Y'all see that? Schoolboy's International Registry. Click the links in the bottom of the screen. On the bottom of the show, in the description box, you'll see a Facebook link to get to Schoolboy's Facebook. Schoolboy, tell them where to find you.
Facebook Messenger, my email, richardjschoolboy60@gmail.com, or Instagram. And for anything, that's how you get a hold of me, whether it's registry or books, t-shirts, sticks, Sporting Dog Journal reprints. I got a cap coming out. You're going to say, keep scratching, t-shirt, all that. Appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. Twins say Champion May stopped her. Said stop that Shay, Shy, whatever her name is.
What up, Twin? Salute. Oh, Jeezy. Hell yeah. Well, there it is. That's what we think of her. She got stopped by Champion May. Badass going hard, dog.
Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. We'll catch y'all next Sunday, man, and we'll see y'all on the Patreon. For those of y'all that sign up,
Hell yeah, shit. Long live Nip. His day coming up. You know, your neighborhood turn up for you.
Salute, salute.
Yeah.
We up out
Peace.
here.
Peace.